cold. Yeah. Oh, we're good.
Good? It's good?
We're good. Okay.
Boost it.
All right, we are live. You.
Loki. Hello.
So people can hear us now?
They can hear us.
Yes. They can hear us. I took a walk to my new apartment today, and I sent you the picture of the toilet, right?
You did. You did. It's very
The
high
new
up.
toilet in my apartment is like extremely high off the ground, and it's extremely
I thought
close
you-
to the sink.
Did you see a toilet on your walk or in your apartment?
No. This is my new apartment. We're slowly moving things in, so the toilet in my new place is extremely high off the ground and very close to the sink. It does come with a squatty potty though. There's a squatty potty under, near the toilet. So will be my first time using a squatty potty. But
I've heard those things are great.
Yeah, just sitting on the toilet, I feel like I'm a giant. It's really weird. Or like I'm really tiny too at the same time because my legs are like dangling.
Mia says you can kick your legs like a 5-year-old while taking a shit.
Exactly.
I kind like I would love a very tall toilet. I'm a tall human being, and I would love to not like brace myself every time I need to sit down, because if I go a little too hard, it's gonna destroy the toilet.
So your like knees touch your chin when you sit down.
Yeah, I have a built-in squatty potty, and my legs are built in. I don't need a squatty potty. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay says boob movie.
Lindsay.
This was the boob movie.
It is a boob movie. Yeah.
Unsha. Oh, look at
wasn't
this.
as many boobs in this as I thought there'd be.
Yeah, except for the first
I guess
35 minutes. Unsha says, and this is very important, this is a public service announcement that Gabe needs you to send clap recordings because he needs all the claps for future Ben Monster content. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you, Unsha. Don't worry,
Sure.
I'm gonna talk about this yet again, as I will every show until I get my folder filled. Leon, hello. Doomfruit, hello.
Hello,
Oh, Doomfruit. I know
Doomfruit.
Doomfruit really well.
Yeah.
He's an old friend of mine. He's cool.
I have some Doomfruit art in my house.
I have a technical question for you guys. Can I close the Twitch window while the pop-out chat is open?
I think so. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you can.
Hey, Nap.
Oh yeah.
Nappy, hello. Mia
Who was
used
here? Who else was here? Leon.
Mia, Lindsay, Unsha. Leon.
Unsha, thank
Mia
you for
once
those
used a
bits.
toilet built into a bench, ruined benches for her.
Whoa.
Huh. I don't like that.
You know what I want to try? There's those toilets that are like in public places that have like those, once you close the door, it's like glass, right? Like surrounding
Oh,
you. And you
yeah.
close the door and then it becomes like that one-way mirror kind of thing. Like you can see out, but like people can't see in.
I feel like
freaky.
people do nasty things in there.
Yeah.
Like minute 5, someone's jerking off in there. 100%. You know? Hey, Aurelia.
So really?
Those
Hello?
walls aren't as clear as you think they are.
Yeah.
You know what?
You,
More toilet talk. We just got a bidet. Have you guys ever used a bidet?
I want one so bad.
I also want one.
Dude, game changers. Like that's
Yeah.
I wish I would have had this 20 years ago. One of
Now,
those
do you have a separate bidet or something attaches to your toilet?
It's like an attachment. It's like you can buy on Amazon for like I think like $40 or $50, and you just hook it up to the water main that goes in the back of your toilet, and it's like a little car wash for yourself.
Yeah.
Your holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty cheap too. I mean, not like super cheap, but there's the ones that plug in, like that attach to your toilet. There's like one called like Tushy or something. Then there's like the super fancy ones that like warm the seat up for you and like have lights on and stuff.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing now that as you get older, you just want to treat yourself and do like these little things.
Yeah.
I mean, how many hours how many days each year are you on the toilet? You know, you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, right. It's like having a nice, comfortable car seat. It's like, well, you're in your car a lot, sitting down.
Exactly.
That's true.
I like your intro so much. It's so cool.
Thanks.
Whoa.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to Control. Wait.
Oh, my
Gabe. You got the Eddie Munster look going on.
No, it's not Eddie Munster. I'm a vampire.
Is it a Glenn Danzig?
What was that?
What? Oh, look at that.
When you did this morning.
Welcome to ControlAltDeath episode 194. We're here. I'm Ben Monster. That's human Gabe or vampire Gabe, should I say? Whoa. And our special guest for tonight, Dave Correia. Welcome to the show, Dave.
Hey, how's it going?
I have to do this by hand.
Going good.
How's it going, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm good. This is my third time on the show. Has anybody else been on the show 3 times?
Are you saying? Okay, hold on. Are you saying this as a joke? Did someone talk to you about this?
No. Why?
Okay, because our good friend Cody Scheibe has been on 4 times, and he's very concerned that you're gonna pass him up. So you guys, I think, are now tied. No, he's 1 ahead of you. So he's
four is more than 3.
4, 3.
That's what happens when your math skills go down when you're a vampire.
Let me
That's what
that up.
happens.
So blood.
Yeah,
All I want is blood. I don't have blood, but I do have a mini can of Coke spiced.
Oh my god, that's tiny.
Nah, he just grew. It's a regular size can.
He's really big.
You put the hair on him, he just
and
grows.
Yeah, and toilets are small to Gabe
Advice. Advice says my hair grew so quickly from yesterday. Yesterday, I shaved my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I shaved his head last night.
I went to Turkey and I got Nope.
Whoa.
I went to Turkey and I got some hair extensions. So
amazing.
Yeah, so
fast.
Cody streams several times a week, and I always try and pop in. And he asked, "Hey, like, what are you doing for this week?" And I said, "We're doing."
Jesus.
Hi, Mia.
That's Zoltan. You know Zoltan.
Oh, I love Zoltan. It's chaos in here.
Yeah, you gotta let them just burn
yes,
themselves out. Just they're almost done. I think they're done.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went to oh yeah, I didn't show Effie this. I forgot to show her this.
Gabe, more like babe.
Yeah.
Am I right?
So I went. I'm just gonna keep it right here. I went. And Cody said, "So what are you doing?" And I said, "We're doing the Danzig movie." And I said, "Dave's coming on," and he's like, "Well, how many times has he been on?" And I'm like, I think this is number 3. And he's like, "Well, I'm still 4," and he's very concerned. And I think now he wants to come on again just to like bump up his numbers in case you come back so soon.
He wants more of a buffer. I understand that. Yeah. I think you should have me on a couple more times and just
freak him out.
Let me pass him, and then let's kind of see what happens with him. Maybe he goes into a little bit of a downward spiral or something. Maybe it affects his art and he just starts drawing other stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe he just starts drawing like rainbows and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get really into digital art. I think he would love that.
I don't think that's happening.
Maybe AI art.
Not with Cody. No.
Zoltan,
Well,
I do
welcome,
still have your Mother Nature painting. It's waiting for you. He asked for this painting of mine a long time ago, and it's here. It's in the other room.
I've seen it in person.
Yeah,
it's a good painting.
Used to live here.
I did. I used to share a space with Dave back in the day.
Back in the day,
before I had this, of course.
Before he got too cool.
It's like
once he grew that hair, he was just out of here.
Like I need my own space, you know.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Your hair needs its own space.
Guys.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Just like the bald cap yesterday, giving me a headache.
Bald cap?
It was, and it gave me a fucking headache the whole goddamn show. So I did this for now, and I'm gonna have to take it off because it's giving me a headache. I'm shaving my head again.
Take it off. Ooh, you got a hairnet under there.
Yeah, it came with a hairnet.
Oh, it's part of it.
Came back.
Very cool. He's back, folks. He's back.
Oh yeah, Zoltan.
No longer rockabilly vampire.
No, Zoltan wants to do a heist, Dave, and steal the painting. So he wants to do like an art heist. I told him maybe one day.
Like how you guys can like break in through the ceiling and we're all black and like tiptoe around and like grab.
I was thinking just kick the door in and grab it and run, but maybe yeah. You know, we're both pretty big. I don't know if we can hang from the ceiling.
Well, you definitely crash through it.
Yes, we can.
So tonight we're talking about the Glenn Danzig movie Death Rider in the House of Vampires, which is his second movie, I believe. The first one we actually talked about with you and Alex Pardee. It was called Verotica.
Yeah,
and that was that movie.
So when a Danzig film pops up, do you just think, oh, Dave, we'll just have Dave on because he's like the Danzig guy?
Kinda.
Okay.
A little bit. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I had that
connection. I
in
could
my
have been
brain.
fine. I could have been fine not ever seeing this film, but I felt compelled to watch it because I'm on this show.
Yeah.
Not only did I watch it, I freaking bought the thing. I bought the DVD.
Yeah.
I can't get this money back unless I sell it, I guess. But like, so this is a whole thing now. Now I have this. I spent all this time on it. I have brought some friends over who might not be my friends anymore after they watched it. So.
Any special features on that, Dave? Any special like
there's a photo gallery. Remember photo galleries from like the 90s? It's like a screenshot basically of this.
It's just the movie. It's just pictures of the movie.
Yeah. That's it. Like there's nothing inside of this thing. It's just a DVD.
Look at that.
There's nothing.
Wow. Not even a
I think there's actually there's a slipcase. And actually the art is by one of my favorite artists named Simon Bisley. Do you know who Bisley is? He did a bunch of Lobo stuff back in the day. And
the art's amazing. The cover's awesome. I'll give it to that.
That's the only cool thing about it is the cover. Is this
literally.
color piece. So I got that. But there is like an interview with Danzig. And I think there's an interview with Jillian Sands also. But they're quick. They're like little, I don't know, like 5-minute interviews. But
damn.
What a movie. Well, we will get into that movie a little later. First, let's talk about what we've been watching, what we've been playing, what we've been feeling this week.
Okay.
Dave, would you like to go first? What have you been watching, feeling, playing?
I've been watching. So I'm in Comic-Con mode right now. And when I say that, I'm like prepping for the Comic-Con in San Diego in the summer. So I have movies on all the time, and sometimes they're new, sometimes they're older. A couple of movies. I'm not sure if you guys have talked about these, but I jotted down some of the ones that I really liked recently. Have you guys talked about When Evil Lurks?
Dave saw that one.
Yeah, I talked about it. I told everyone here about it, and I said that I want to do it for CAD because it's fucking awesome. I love that movie.
Hey, I would love to review that movie with you because that's a really good movie. How about having me on for one of the good ones?
Unfortunately, we can't. And is Danzig in the credits for that? I don't think we can.
If you have Cody Scheibe on for When Evil Lurks, I'll be super pissed
Oh
because I
man.
can't get all the good ones.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write this down. Evil Lurks, Dave. All right, when we do that, we'll bring you back. Okay.
That's one of the best horror films I think I've seen in probably a couple years.
Yeah,
Evil Lurks.
it's so
good.
It is amazing.
It's just weird. It's dark and it's shot so well. And it's like there's a couple scenes where I'm just like, holy shit. Like I was like, it like my jaw just dropped when I watched some of these scenes. That was a really good one. I've watched it a couple times. Yeah. I've been playing Fallout 3 because the TV show. Did you guys watch the TV show yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
That's a fun one. That show is way more, I guess, violent and brutal than I thought it would be. But it was really good. It was written really well.
I don't know why I thought it would be watered down because it's on Amazon and they do The Boys and The Boys is super fucked up. So
yeah,
that's on me. Hey Shepard.
Yeah. Fallout the game is pretty graphic. I mean, it gets but it has that humor alongside of it. So it's like sort of that dark humor and like it's I don't know. I have only watched to episode 2 of the show, so I'm not very far into it. But I mean the first, still. We will watch I'm gonna watch
it on your new toilet, soon. Okay? Put it on your phone.
Yeah.
Get on your squatty potty
I'm not
and
watch
just
it on my phone.
Put on your iPad. You got an iPad?
Screen. No, it's still not. I need it on a big TV.
I know it's
that
so
show
good.
That's perfect for big TV. Yeah, I mean the first episode is pretty violent. Second one's pretty violent too.
So, I love it. It's amazing.
I dig it.
That
was good.
Gabe?
I want the new season. I watched a couple things. Last night we watched Monkey Man. Have you guys seen the trailer for Monkey Man? It's a new movie.
Is that still out? Is that on demand yet, or is that?
I think it's still in theaters, but it is out on the on.
I do want to see that. I heard it's really good.
So this is it's a Monkey Paw Productions movie. Jordan Peele produced it, so I'm in. You know what I mean? And I didn't know that Dev Patel, the main star, wrote it, directed it, produced. He did everything. This is his movie. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's like super. It's just like it is a classic through and through revenge movie. They make a John Wick joke in the middle of it because it's just basically John Wick in India. Like it's fucking awesome. It's super violent and I like the aesthetic is amazing. It's edited super well. Like it's just great. Hey, Momo and Blockhead, they liked it too.
They both liked it.
Dev Patel for James Bond. Fuck yeah. After this, give it to him. He's amazing. And he's very jacked in this movie.
PK Momo.
There's Momo.
Oh, here comes Momo.
I can't recommend it enough. It's like it's really good and it's fun, but it also has like some historical shit with stuff that's going on. So I don't know, it's really good. I highly recommend it.
Cool.
Monkey Man.
I watched Late Night with the Devil, the Shudder movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good one.
Ben
I liked
hated it. Yeah. Hated it.
And I didn't hate it. No, you loved it.
I
liked it.
Yes.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yes.
I didn't love it though. Maybe it was too much. Maybe it was too hyped for you.
Too hyped up
from you. Yeah, you were hyping
I gotta stop
me up
hyping. Prodex, hello.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
I gotta stop hyping things up. I'm just gonna say everything's bad.
Ooh, you know what's good? I just watched. Have you guys watched The Last Voyage of the Demeter?
Yes.
No, I really want to watch that.
That one's good. That's like a fun like Dracula slasher film.
I like that
for
a
those
lot.
who don't know what it is, it's like there's like this one chapter in Dracula that talks about them moving Dracula's coffin in a crate somewhere overseas. Like it's like this one chapter where like the Demeter's a vessel. It's a boat, and they're just transporting his coffin in a crate from I don't know England to somewhere else. And it's like the movie's about that. It's so good. It's such a good idea.
I really loved it, and hopefully there's follow-ups because I want to see more. You know, no spoilers, but I mean it's Dracula. What do you think's gonna happen? You know.
Well, I think that the rest of it is the movie Dracula.
Oh, that's true.
Like the
That's
yeah.
true. Well, now I don't need to see anymore
Double
because I've already seen
feature.
it.
Double feature. You could watch. You could watch the Voyage of the Demeter, and then you just watch Dracula.
Yeah.
Double feature.
Triple feature.
Double
I'm
feature
gonna
at
watch
Gabe's house.
and I'm gonna
Everyone, let's
watch
go.
this movie again because it has vampires. Death Rider.
Are you seriously? Will you ever watch this movie again? Dave, would you ever watch Death Rider in the House of
Well, I have the
Vampires ever
DVD,
again?
so I don't know. I feel like I'm stuck with it. It's
You
gonna
gotta
follow
watch
me
it.
around.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
does that mean you
it.
have to watch it again? Do you have to watch it?
It'll call to you.
No, I don't have to watch it. I've only seen Verotic once. I don't think
Mhm.
I'll ever watch that again. It's not worth the rewatch.
Do you
This
have that
movie
on
isn't worth the
DVD?
I kind of
rewatch.
want to watch that again.
No, I don't have it on DVD.
Next
But I
time-
drove down to the premiere for that, which was even worse.
Yes.
Wow.
I drove
Yes.
to
Wow,
LA
I
to
remember
watch that
this.
one.
God.
Yeah.
Can you
I want to
imagine
gas money
driving
on that.
anywhere to watch this fucking piece of shit? I also watched so this is a show that's been very popular this last couple weeks. Detective Oates, hello sir. Baby Reindeer. So have you
What's
guys heard
that?
of this?
Baby reindeer.
So it's called Baby Reindeer. It is a story about a male comedian in England, the UK, and he basically gets a older lady stalker, and it's a true story. The dude who stars in it, this actually happened to him in real life, like 10 years ago or whatever, and it is it's very, very scary what happens, and knowing that it is all very real, and it is really good. It's super stressful and upsetting, and it also kind of goes into some really fucked up shit that happened in his life before this, and this it is really dark, and it touches on some like really sensitive stuff, but I think it's like actually like really important that I think everyone should watch it because it did open my eyes to things. I'm not gonna go into it, but it's very good. It's a very, very good show.
Interesting. I never even heard of it. That's cool. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it just came out
in the chat says they're watching it too. Couple of episodes, episodic thing.
Yes, they're very freaked out. Yeah, it's definitely a show you can binge. It's like I think they're like 30-minute or 30 to 40-minute episodes. But yeah, it is very, very good. And yes, I am fawning over Baby Reindeer.
Nice one, Blockhead.
Thank you, Blockhead.
Dave, are you watching anything else?
I also watched. I made a little list. What else I've seen recently? Oh, have you guys seen Unwelcome?
Unwelcome.
I don't think so.
It's really good. It's like a kind of like a fantasy horror film. I want to say you could probably watch it for free on like Amazon Prime or something like that.
Well, it looks
Unwelcome. Cool. Yeah, it's good. You should watch it, even if it's only a few bucks to rent. That's a really good movie. Yeah, watch that.
This looks
it's intense.
cool.
Unwelcome.
Yeah.
When was it made? Is it a recent?
2022.
A couple years ago. Yeah.
Huh. Looks cool.
Unwelcome.
And you have any more?
Gabe, I do have some games I've been playing.
Okay.
I just downloaded the other day. It came out on Game Pass. It's called Another Crab's Treasure. It is your crab, your hermit crab, who gets his
Deliver mail.
shell taken away. No, it's not a mail delivery game. I am known to play mail delivery games, but this is a Dark Souls-like game, so it's very tough and hard. And you have like a little like cocktail fork that you like stab people with, or not people, other crabs, and you have to get. There are other shells like garbage and trash in the bottom of the sea, and then you can put that on as your shell, and it acts as protection. It's a really fun game. It's really cool. The best part about it, because like, Elden Ring and Dark Souls, super difficult games, known to be extremely hard. This is pretty hard too, but there is a built-in cheat where if you press pause at any time in the game, even on a big bad guy, a big boss,
Mm-hmm.
you can switch out your shell to a giant gun, a pistol, and it's a one-shot kill for anything on the screen,
It's
So you
even
can
a
amazing.
never
big
lose.
boss. Well, I mean, you could still get hurt, but you can kill the boss in one shot.
Have
It's
you used
amazing.
this pistol?
All the time because I suck at video games.
That's amazing.
So, I try, I go for, try battling the boss, but when it becomes too hard, I
Mhm.
just pull out the gun and you could shoot them and they're gone.
Hmm.
It's amazing.
It's on
Another
on
Crab's treasure.
Xbox.
It's on Game Pass.
Game
Yep,
Pass.
it's on
Oh.
PC and Game Pass. Yeah.
You know what I started playing? I was
Mm.
thinking video games, but I just played my first tabletop game like about a
Ooh.
month ago. I have a couple friends who are D&D guys, and
Mhm.
they have this campaign going on for a couple years now, and it's a few people have left, so me and another buddy joined the campaign. It was my first time playing, and these
Cool.
guys are like older guys, like in their 60s, and they've been playing D&D since like the early 80s. So like,
Wow.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm super new at it. I just got my
Mhm.
first set of dice, but it was so much fun. We played for
Nice.
6.5, maybe like 8 hours, 7 hours one day,
Oh wow.
and it
Wow.
was just fun. Like it was really cool,
Mhm.
like just to be in a room full of people, and we were just rolling dice, and they had like this big game board, and the guy was just drawing in this dungeon as we were moving through it. It was fun. I never really
Super
played that
cool.
before. I played like role
Mhm.
playing games like on uh Knights of the Old Republic and stuff, like video game type
Mhm.
stuff, but like
Right.
turn-based stuff. But to do it in person with someone who had just a stack of notes, like he had a binder full of
Mhm.
notes and characters, and he made his own character sheets and stuff, and like he actually made
That's
his own little
cool.
figures. It was just really fun, and we're gonna
Hmm.
play again, I think, in early June, on the same
Sweet.
campaign that they've been going on for a couple years. So
Wow.
I'm
Uh,
excited for it. Yeah, really
did
cool.
did you create your own character or was it a pre-selected character?
No, it was a campaign that they started years ago. So I
Mhm.
think it's it's from the standpoint of monsters. So usually, I guess when you're, and
Okay.
this is what they told me. Well, usually when you
Mhm.
play D&D, you're like either like a mage or a wizard, like you're like these human
Right.
type characters, and you fight monsters. Well, in this campaign, you are all the monsters. So I was like an
Oh,
orc, there was a
cool.
troll, there was a water elemental, there was a big giant slug. All like that's what our team was basically composed of. And I
Mhm.
think those are all like I think those are all D&D characters, obviously, like the orc and
Yeah.
the troll and the elementals and
Mhm.
stuff. And so I played as one of them. But this particular game had been going on for I think 2 or 3 years, and they meet every
Cool.
like 3 or 4 months or so. So I think I'm part of the crew.
That's
It's
really cool.
awesome. Yeah,
That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. D&D is a lot of fun.
it
I
is.
gotta
It's
I
really
gotta
cool, and
try
it's
it.
also really old rules too. Like I think we're playing first edition or second edition rules because these guys,
Oh,
like I said, like
wow.
they're like in their 60s, and they've been
Mhm.
playing D&D since the early 80s. So like the books that they had were like the really really old ones,
Mm,
like
That's
like
that's
the
cool.
cool.
old yeah, it's really fun.
So,
Gotta try it.
Kate, anything else?
We started a new show called Them. It's on its second
Mm.
season. It's an Amazon show. It's called Them. It is a horror anthology show. So like each season is its own different story. So
Okay.
I saw the ad for this season, and it looked really cool. So we gave it a shot. But it turns out it wasn't about that. It was a completely different story. So the season one, I think it's on Amazon too. It takes place in the like 50s or 60s. Oh boy, hold on, hold
Computer
on.
noises.
Getting a call here.
Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Hello, ControlAltDeath.
Hey, what's up? It's Detective Oates.
Hello, detective.
Hey, detective. Welcome.
Hello. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello. How's it going?
Evening.
Yeah. So I was listening in and heard about D&D and stuff. I wanted to pitch the game Monster of the Week if anyone's heard of it.
Monster of the Week. No,
I'm
I
not
have not.
familiar.
Is this a tabletop game also?
It is. Yeah. It goes for the Powered by the Apocalypse rules, which is more narrative based, but it's basically what it says. It's a horror based TTRPG that is Monster of the Week, kind of like Buffy, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
and you
any,
you just set up that kind of stuff.
It's like
Very cool.
like an actual board game that you buy, or you like.
Oh, it's a pen and paper RPG like D&D.
Does it come with like pillows or like a mattress? So
Um,
Are you saying you're
it
gonna fall
sounds
asleep? Are you
because
saying
it
you're gonna
sounds
fall asleep?
yeah, it sounds so
do you
boring
play
that you
this?
probably need to like take a nap when you play
Do you
it.
want? No, it's not that
Gabe's
bad.
not Gabe is not into tabletop gaming. He's all about video games. He doesn't
I see.
he doesn't even like Uno. This guy doesn't even
I
like
fucking
Uno.
hate Uno. Get it out of my sight.
I mean,
I want to see Uno.
that's fair though.
What?
Uno's the
Uno's a
great
great
friendship
game.
destroyer. I like
I
Uno,
love
but it's
Uno.
the great friendship destroyer.
Mhm.
Fucking Uno.
So have you played a lot of Monster of the Week?
I
But
have
looks
myself.
rank.
Yeah, I'm actually about to run a campaign myself.
Really?
Sometime
Cool.
soon. But yeah,
Awesome.
if you like horror and you like the tabletop RPGs, it's a good one to
Sounds
look
cool.
into.
I like it. I will definitely check it out. Dave, have you heard of
Yeah,
this Monster of the Week? I mean, this is your
No.
first D&D playing.
Tabletop
so-
gaming's super new to me.
Yeah.
I've only played that one, and yeah, that's it. I've heard that, like, and I could be wrong, but like I heard that there's like, and maybe I'm misremembering this. Like, you can take lots of different types of like properties and use other types of rules of games to kind of like make them your own. Is that this same thing, kind of similar thing?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
It's more lenient towards kind of the homebrew kind of stuff. If you like D&D, but you're
Cool.
like kind of turned away by the number crunching, it's definitely the way to go because it's more narrative based.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So
that's the one thing that kind of saved me was like when I was playing with these guys, like they were all super experienced. So like it would be like, oh,
Great.
roll this, since I had no clue, and they're just like, oh, you grab
Mhm.
this dice, roll this, and mark this. Like they're totally like
Right.
helping me and navigating me toward this. If I had been playing with a bunch of other new people, we would have never gotten it done. It sounds like the one that you're talking about is just a little, like you said, like a little easier to kind of like navigate
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, it's basically
Very
tell
cool.
the person that's running it what you want to do. It's all you don't use like any other things besides a couple D6s, and it's basically
Very cool.
broken into just sections. If you roll a certain number below 6, it's a fail. Then there's a mixed success and a full success. So it's all just whatever's the most interesting thing in the story, and it's all horror based, like very horror movie esque kind of stuff.
Cool.
Sounds cool.
Maybe we should play that
Yeah.
on here. Can
I
have
mean,
a
if
game
you-
night.
if
we'll
you
bring
need
it
the-
back. Yeah.
if you need the books, hit me up.
Hell
Whoa,
yeah.
there's
We
reading.
will take you.
Oof.
Of course, there's reading.
I'm too busy reading Dune. I
Detective
don't know
Votes,
if I have
we will
time.
take you up on that. I think we should bring back CAD gaming, not only for video games but for tabletop experiences. I
Okay.
think that would be a lot of fun.
Okay, we'll do it.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch you guys.
Yeah.
Navigate it. It'd be cool.
Thank
Sounds
you,
good.
Detective
I'll bring the
Votes.
pillow.
Yeah,
Thank you
just
for
want
the
to throw my 2 cents out for the night. You know, I gotta
Hell yeah.
call into my boys, say hi.
Throw them out.
Thank you.
Watch out for those ghosts.
Have a good one. Yeah.
Hey,
Careful
the ghosts are still a problem. Just ignore them at this point.
They're everywhere.
All right. All right.
Yeah, it's
Thank
not gonna
you. Thank
gonna
you.
be any better. Just ignore them.
Thank you, Detective.
Well, thank you again, Detective
Good night.
Votes. Thank you for
Yeah,
calling
thank
in. Have a good night.
Of course.
Detective Votes, everyone. There he is. Goodbye.
Right.
Detective Votes.
Anything
Them.
else?
As well.
Them. Yes.
So horror
Yeah.
anthology season 1.
Mhm.
A black family moves into a very white neighborhood in like the 50s or 60s, and as that's scary enough for them, there's like there's a horror element that we haven't really gotten to yet, but it's very well done. It's like the way it's shot is like stunning. It's so far it's very good. So
Oh,
next
I
is
have seen
Amazon?
that. Yeah.
you watched it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Them.
tense.
Yeah.
I saw the first couple episodes. Yeah, it's a pretty tense show. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Like before you even get to the like paranormal shit. It's just like the neighborhood being fucking shitty and racist and everything.
Yeah, you can
That's
you can
so
feel
scary.
just like the
Oh,
yeah.
God. The last thing I watched was a movie called The Skin I Live In with Antonio Banderas. Have you guys seen this movie? Let me show you the poster. Here's the poster. Here's the poster. Have you seen this movie?
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
Sounds
Has
It's
anyone
kind of like
in the-
Vanilla Sky,
Has anyone...
The Mask.
Oh, yeah. Has anyone seen this movie? Okay. So I
Is it
want to...
new?
No, it's not new. It's a little old. It is very... I guess I would consider it a thriller. I want to tell you everything because it's so fucking like batshit crazy. I won't. But it's pretty fucked up and pretty messed up in a lot of different ways. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd recommend it. It has some twists and turns, and when you get to the main one, it's like holy shit.
Wow.
The ending is terrible. I hated the ending so much, but it's an interesting movie.
Blockhead's funny.
Crow has seen it, and Blockhead says, "I've seen one of the sequels, The Foreskin I Live In."
Yes, that is the sequel. Yeah, it's a wild fucking movie. I really want to just spoil the whole thing, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I want to. Because
Well, I mean,
if I tell you the twist, you're gonna be like, that's crazy. I want to watch it. But like,
yeah,
I don't know if it's worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of wanted to tell you, like, it's a crazy twist.
all right, Dave. You don't care if there's spoilers?
No one's gonna watch
No,
this movie.
I mean, this
No
this
one-
movie's been out since 2011. Just go.
It's
go
old.
ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil
put
this
this-
movie. Okay,
Put the spoiler warning.
Yeah.
on.
where is it?
Just in
Hold on, I gotta
case.
find it. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of this movie. So when if you don't want to hear it, when this is gone, you can unmute. Okay, and no one type the things I'm saying in the chat. And this is also, I guess, trigger warning because these are some heavy topics.
Oh god.
So Antonio
nervous now.
Banderas' wife has an affair, and she runs away with another man. And as they're leaving, their car crashes and she burns alive. Right? She's not dead, but she's horribly disfigured. He is a he's like a world famous doctor, and his main thing is like skin. Like he's doing like regenerative skin and making skin tougher and burn resist. Like his whole thing is skin, right? So she sees herself and in the mirror and like, I'm a monster, and she kills herself. She jumps out of a window in front of their like 11-year-old daughter. The daughter sees this, she's traumatized. The daughter grows up in like a mental institution, and the doctor's like, you need to socialize her, right? So Antonio Banderas takes her to like a wedding. Okay, so these scenes are all in the flashback. In the current timeline, there is this woman here in the poster. She's basically a prisoner in Antonio Banderas's house, and she's like
his wife.
It's not his wife. She's very pretty, and he keeps her like trapped in a room, and she like tries to kill herself one time, and he like replaces her skin, and he's basically like doing experiments on her with his skin and stuff because the government won't let him do it, right? So that's the main story. Cut back to this wedding that he goes to with his daughter. The daughter's very like weird, and like she's lived in an asylum, so she doesn't know how to like do anything. She meets a boy. The boy ends up assaulting her, and she goes kind of crazy, and she also kills herself, right?
My god.
Yes,
Jesus,
it's fucked up.
Crazy movie.
It's fucked up, right? Okay, so this is where it gets fucking crazy. Antonio
No, it's not crazy
Banderas.
yet.
Now it gets
no,
crazy.
that's not crazy. Antonio Banderas finds the dude, kidnaps him.
Mhm.
Okay, And this is where it gets weird. Ultra fucking warning, okay? Ultra warning. He gives him a sex change against the dude's will and turns him into this woman. And this woman is basically his wife. What his wife looked like before she died was this woman.
Okay.
So he turns her into like a copy of his wife against his will, obviously, because he's a prisoner.
Okay.
And it goes and this timeline is like 5 years, I think, that he's just very slowly like turning him into this woman. And that's basically it. The ending is like is so sudden and awful. No, it's not a feel good movie. And then like he it's so hard because like, is it he or she? It's he, because he wants to be himself, but he's turned into the she. So he tries these things to like get out of it, and like, you know, we can be together, and try to like get on Antonio Banderas' good side. And there's a whole other subplot with like his like housekeeper's son is in love with the wife, but not this person, the wife. So
the new wife.
The old one. He was the guy that she had an affair with. So he comes home and sees her and like, oh my God, she's alive. I thought she was dead.
Wow.
And it's like, dude, it's fucking crazy. And like, all of that being said, it sounds crazy and like, oh, it's interesting, but it's not really like good. It's just like shocking. I think it's just more of like, oh wow, you just wrote like a weird. It feels almost like a weird fetish type thing.
It feels like a David Lynch film or something. Like the way you're describing it.
It's like very like, this is some dude's fetish, and he's like, let me make a movie out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was weird. And then he eventually just kills. He gets a gun. He gets on Antonio Banderas' good side, and he thinks that they're like living together and they're a couple. And then he kills him. He kills everybody, and then he just escapes and goes back to his mom and who owns like a clothing shop, and walks in, and it's like, it's me, you know, fucking whatever his name is.
Right.
And then the movie fades to black, like as if that's just a good happy ending. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Wow.
The ending is terrible. Crazy movie.
You know what this reminds me of? Like the way you're describing this, like what you just said, like this reminds you of a fetish film and you didn't really like it. Have you guys seen Martyrs? Like the French film Martyrs?
Yes. No. Okay.
Yes. I think
I've
I saw
seen
that in the theater.
Yeah.
That movie, I hated it because I felt it felt like a fetish film that the director made for his own like weird, it's like sick pleasure.
Right.
I don't think it was a good movie. I don't think it was just like everyone go, oh, the ending's so like, it's so shocking. It's like, no, this is a guy who just wanted to watch a woman get beat up for fucking 3 hours.
Hold on. I'm saying Unsha cannot unmute yet. Unsha cannot unmute. Do not unmute Unsha. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Still spoilers.
Still spoilers.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tangent.
No. It's
like
okay. It's okay.
What you're
No,
saying,
not at all.
It's a movie I would never I would never recommend Martyrs. I don't think it's a good movie, but like the way you said it's like, oh, it's like a fetish film that the director made.
Yeah, man, it's weird.
Kind of like, yeah, and I don't when you watch, you're like, oh yeah, this is kind of gross, you know.
And like, it's just like this actress is naked the entire fucking movie, and it's like,
yeah,
and like, it's just so, it really is. It feels like the writer or director is like a weird kink, you know, like forced feminization or some weird shit. Like, hey, I don't judge, but like in a movie, you know, it's whatever. That being said, Antonio Banderas is fucking awesome as always. Love that guy.
Oh yeah,
he's very creepy in
great.
this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the skin I live in. I wouldn't recommend it.
I can't wait to watch it.
Okay, I'm turning off spoilers. Okay, we're good.
Snappy, don't worry about it. No, Unsha, come on back.
Come on back, everybody.
It's all over.
We're good.
So don't see that movie.
Nah, you could probably skip it. Yeah. Okay. That's all I watched and played and thought and felt.
Yeah. I think that's all for me too.
Oh, one other thing I watched. Have you guys seen Villains? It's on Shudder.
No.
It's got a
Villains.
one of
The
the Skarsgård. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Like I haven't heard about it. I hadn't heard about it, and I just put it on, and it's like funny. It's pretty funny.
It's
It's
good.
good. Yeah, I liked it.
Oh.
Yeah, my friend who also shares a lot of the same interests that I do didn't like it. So I mean, I don't know. I thought it was cool.
I
Yeah,
remember the
watch that one.
trailer. It looked really cool. I gotta watch that one. I love a Skarsgård. Love me a Skarsgård.
Yeah, and it
Any of
also
them.
has the I forget her name, but the girl from
Hey, Patty.
It Follows.
Oh
Is that
yeah.
I always forget her name, but she's good in it too.
Mika. She's in that Long Legs movie with a new one with Nicolas Cage. It looks fucking crazy. Have you seen those
Oh,
ads?
Patty Puss is here. What's up, Patty Puss?
Yeah, Patty.
Okay.
You guys have anything else?
I don't think so. Oh, I played some Fallout 76, and I watched Big Trouble in Little China for like the 50th time.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's
Fuck
about
yeah.
it.
Dude, the movie I watch over and over right now is Hereditary. I
Yeah,
probably
you
watch
are.
that
Oh,
once a month.
Fuck
That
yeah.
movie is
Really?
so good. Oh, I think it's one of the best horror films I've seen in the last, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. It's like, it's just the
Good one.
soundtrack, the visuals, the score. I mean, everything about that movie is just like a 10 for me. It's
I
just,
love it.
it's so well done. But yeah, that's when I watch often. Like,
Did you
as often as you watch Big Trouble.
Big Trouble?
Big
Did you
Trouble.
try to go see it in theaters? Like it was like what, a week ago? They brought it back to IMAX
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
No.
They brought back
Damn it.
There's a bunch of
A24.
A24 movies. Yeah,
Mhm.
A24 movies.
What was the Adam Sandler one with the Furby? That one. I forget the name of it.
Uncut
Wow.
Gems.
Uncut Jams.
I never go out to the movies, so I miss that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. I wanted to do it, but I was like, whatever. It's at home for free, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
True, but
Good
it is
movie,
in the
though.
movie theaters. Like there are certain movies that like it's kind of magical seeing it in the theater. Like there's certain
Agreed.
movies. I got to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure in the movie theater, and and I got to watch Muppets Take Manhattan in the movie theater. Me and Mia saw that together. It's magical. Some of those movies in a theater with people that have seen the movie before,
Mhm.
and it's just the timing of the laughing or the it's incredible. Star Wars.
Yeah,
when the
it's
Star
fun
Wars
seeing
special
stuff with the
editions.
crowd. Yeah, it's fun seeing stuff with the
Mhm.
crowd that you know is really into that thing because you're
Yes.
cheering, you're laughing, you're like at the same
Mhm.
time. It's just
Yeah.
that's always a good one.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah.
If they brought back Midsummer, because I didn't see that in theaters. I saw Hereditary. If they brought back Midsummer, I'd go see that. Because that one's fucking amazing too.
That one's good.
Did you like Beau is Afraid? Did you watch that one yet, Dave?
Beau is Not Afraid or something.
Beau is Afraid.
Yeah.
That's the Ari
Oh, Beau is Afraid.
Aster's
Yeah,
third
yeah,
movie?
that
No,
was good. That one that was like
it's crazy, right?
paranoia inducing.
Mhm.
Very anxious. That was
Yeah.
really good. Ari Aster, I feel like he's just he's on a roll, man. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he can't make
I
anything
love him.
bad right now.
Nope. And he's such just like a nice little man. And he has all these like crazy fucking ideas, you know? Love that
And
guy.
what's good is that all those movies are getting executed so well. It's like you watch a movie and it's like, oh, this is a good idea, but it's just there's
Right.
flaws here and there. But I feel like all of his movies have been like they've been shot so well. The score is so good. Like the acting is delivered so amazingly. Like everything about him,
Mm.
about all of his films are just like they're great.
I love him. You should go watch on YouTube. Everyone, whenever we talk about Ari Aster, Ben knows. There's one
Oh,
of
his first film.
You watch that? The something about the Johnsons or
I-
whatever.
I haven't seen it. I know
Okay.
about it. I
Yeah.
kind of don't want to watch it, but I know what it's
Don't.
about. Yeah.
I recommend this is Ari Aster's one of his first movies that he did for like his college like
Yeah,
some
it's like a student film. Type
student film. It's something strange about the Johnsons, or just Google Ari Aster's Johnson and you'll get it. Talk about a fucked up movie. Holy shit.
Mm.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Go watch it. All right, you want to get into some news? Some horror movie news? All right.
Inform me about things.
This is an interesting one. I want to know what you guys think. So they announced that they are going to be, I think, either doing a sequel or they're rebooting the Blair Witch Project. That's not the focus of the story. So relax, Ben. Ben doesn't like reboots.
Good movie. You don't need to reboot it. You don't need to.
I agree with Ben for that. Yeah.
I agree. They don't need to reboot it. I think if they want to keep making them, do it. Oh God.
Whoa.
Thank you, Mandy.
Mandy, thanks for the follow.
So the original trio from Blair Witch, the first one, they released a statement post this. Okay. It was a list of demands, basically.
What?
Because they feel that they were not compensated for, they were not compensated well for the first movie, especially now that it's turned into a bigger franchise. So this is what they're asking for. Retroactive plus future residual payments to Heather, Michael, and Josh for acting services rendered in the original Blair Witch Project, equivalent to the sum that would have been allotted through SAG-AFTRA had we had a proper union or legal representation. So they're not asking for like crazy shit. They're just like basically what was fair to them. All right.
Yeah.
Meaningful consultation on any future Blair Witch reboot, sequel, prequel, toy, game, ride, escape room, etc., in which one could reasonably assume that Heather, Michael, and Josh's name or likeness will be associated for promotional purposes in public sphere. That one's a little bit much. Like, come on.
Okay. I get that,
you know
though,
what I mean?
because they were actors, obviously, and they were playing characters, but weren't they actually playing themselves?
They
kind of,
were.
though? Like,
That's kind of what they talk about.
Gray. Yeah.
They were their own names. They were basically their own versions of themselves, just in this world, you know. The third one is the coolest one. The Blair Witch Grant, a $60,000 grant, the budget, which is the budget of the first movie, paid out yearly by Lionsgate to an unknown or aspiring genre filmmaker to assist in making their first feature film.
Awesome.
This is a grant, not a development fund. Hence, Lionsgate will not own any of the underlying rights to the project. That's fucking cool. So they put this out, I think this was like a week ago. I don't know what's happened since then, but all very reasonable. When I heard this, I'm like, oh God, what are you guys doing? You know, like, are they going to ask for something crazy? But no, it's all very reasonable shit. So I hope Lionsgate does them good. You know what I mean?
Blockhead wants my impression of the Blair Witch.
Hello, ControlAltDeath.
Hey man, how's it going? How's you guys night going?
Hello, how's it going? How are you?
Hello. Yeah, how's it going?
I'm doing fucking sexy, man. I'm feeling sexy, man. How about you?
Feeling sexy.
Yeah, I'm feeling sexy.
Wow. Who is this? Who are we talking to?
Oh man, this is an honor because this is the first time I've ever come across you guys, and I'm calling in. I'm a little bit of a call whore, and I've called in a couple of these call-in lines. My name is The Buck Lake, man.
Say that one more time.
The Buck Lake, like The Buck, and then the last name's Lake.
Okay.
The Buck Lake.
The Buck Lake. The Buck Lake.
The Buck Lake.
Yeah, the Buck Lake.
Okay. How's it going? I'm gonna call you Buck.
Got that with an extra bit of fanciness, though. They. You know what I mean?
Buck Lake.
Is Meatwad?
Oh man, I don't know what Meatwad is.
Okay.
But,
okay. Well, how are you doing tonight?
Meatwad?
Someone was, yeah.
That wasn't me. I don't know who.
Man, these chatters, man, they can be real naughty. I tell you what are we talking about? We're talking about horror movies and vampires.
Yes, we will eventually get to the vampires. Yes, we are talking tonight about Death Rider in the House of Vampires. It was a movie we all watched. We will get to that, but right now we're talking about news. Are you familiar with the Blair Witch Project?
Oh man, I love that. I love it.
Did you like any of the sequels?
A woman just lost in the woods, like screaming. Mm-hmm. Great content.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And there's a witch. at the end, sort of.
Kinda.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's a creepy movie, man. It
Real
looks
good.
all real, but
it is.
Change the
yeah,
game.
I've seen it a couple times.
Did you ever play the
Can I be
video
honest,
game of the
man?
Blair Witch? Yeah, of course.
Be honest with us,
You
Buck.
appreciate honesty.
I'm loving the pink fur, man. And,
Yeah.
and you're getting
Thanks,
me
man.
bricked.
Let's
Hey,
do it.
have you ever heard the
Okay,
term
all right.
Alabama bricked, man? I'm super Alabama bricked right now.
Oh boy.
Okay, wait, yeah. I understand.
I just want to cuddle
bricked.
up next to you and hold you like a
All
little
right.
doll.
Okay. Maybe that will happen. You said bricked. I understand that reference. What do you mean Alabama bricked? What is that?
I don't know
I
if you
mean,
want to know.
Alabama
Should I-
brick is the best brick in the brick game.
The best brick in the brick game. All right.
I mean,
Alabama
it's
brick.
top of
Word
the
on that.
line.
You said
You
were
got to
gonna be
ask my
honest.
man, Frank Hardin. I don't remember the guy's last name, but Frank and his wife, man, they put Alabama brick game at the top of the line.
All right.
I agree.
I'll take your word on it.
Hey,
Hey,
Bean.
Bean. Welcome. Sunflower Ghost. Hello.
Hello.
The Buck Lake. Thank you for calling. And thanks for checking out the show. Is
Thanks,
this your
Buck.
first time
Can
watching?
I ask you what your
Oh, yeah.
your favorite horror movie is? Is it the Blair Witch? 'Cause
Oh,
I mean that
no.
that's kind of a shitty one. You know what I mean?
No. It is not. That is not my favorite one. It's a good movie. Well, Buck. You know what? Why don't we tell you about our list that we have? We have a rankings list of all the movies we've watched on this show, and I mean, you could check it out yourself. You can go to benmonster.tv/rankings. Is it rankings, Gabe?
Yep.
an
Rankings.
We got close to 200 movies, right? Maybe more.
Almost. Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh no,
One per
almost.
episode,
More
right?
movies.
Hey,
Almost.
Nadine,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up! Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's okay.
Nadine was mouthing off to me.
Nadine.
Yeah, Nadine's my sister-in-law, man, and she lived with us,
Okay.
and
All right, Buck.
she's a bit hairy herself, you know. We thought she was a Bigfoot for a while.
A Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
A cryptid.
Yeah, man, and
Hmm.
she even says all these things like Goonie Goo Boo and shit, man, and
All right.
the kids are scared to kiss her, I tell you what.
I would be too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She
Um,
comes over and she moves in because her and her husband weren't getting along, and she hasn't left since.
Ah.
That's a monster,
Gotcha.
I tell you what.
Well, thank you for calling. Do you before you go? Do you have a favorite horror movie?
I like The House of a Thousand Corpses, man.
That does
You know,
not
the Rob
surprise
I would
me.
have
movie.
guessed. I would have guessed.
Yeah.
You like you like the Rob Zombie movies, the real graphic.
You know what I mean? If they're gonna throw
crazy
Freebird
movies.
up in that shit, I'm getting down with it.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you like any
You
movie
got a
that
big
has Freebird in
Freebird
it?
guitar solo up in there.
Yes.
It becomes instantly my favorite.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's not shocking to me, Buck.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
we did review a bunch of Rob Zombie movies.
Unfortunately, yes.
Right here on yes.
you know what I mean?
I do.
We did.
Play any horror games, man?
We played the Blair Witch horror game. Did you play that?
I didn't play that, but I played this game Outlast Trials, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's pretty scary.
I
It's
played some
spooky.
Outlast.
It's good shit.
Gabe killed a dog in that game, not Outlast, but
All right.
Blair Witch.
That was years ago, and I didn't kill the dog. The game wouldn't let me continue unless I put the dog on the ground and left him. So,
There is a way of not
literally-
killing the dog in the
Well,
game.
I was told that 2 weeks later, and if I had walked in the circle for 30 minutes, then you could do it. But like, I mean, we're streaming.
Yes.
What am I gonna do? Just walk in a circle for 30 minutes? No
What
one
game
wants
is
to see
this
that.
called? Where you kill dogs? Dog killer?
Blair Witch. It's a Blair Witch game.
It's
It's actually a very
You
You
good
know, my
game.
dog just put his
Mhm.
head under his paw. I hope you know that.
Pet your
He's
dog
scared.
for
He
me.
gave
Give him
the dog-
give him a
the dog
smooch.
scared.
I
didn't
think
ki-
Peter
think you
needs to
said-
know about your dog hating ways, man.
How about you go after the developer? I didn't make the game. I don't write code. I'm not an artist.
I agree, man.
Mm.
So go
I
after
agree. You
Blair
actually-
Witch
You
Inc.
dropped a truth bomb on me, man.
Yeah, you know what? In this letter, that the original 3, there should number 4 should be, and also don't kill any more dogs in video. Don't make you leave dogs in video games.
Right.
I would sign it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
We
just
get
want to say you
John
guys
Rich.
are wonderful. This is my first call, and I will be calling it
Well,
again.
Thank you, Buck.
Thank you,
for
Buck.
calling in tonight.
We love you.
It's kind of a blessing, you know. Buck, he's a bit of a naughty fella, and he's been around.
You talking in
He's
third
a
person?
hotline whore, like he said, man. And I feel
Okay.
honored to bless you fellas with a Buck call.
You know what?
Well, thank you.
We're happy to have you anytime, Buck.
We
You've been
look
blessed.
forward to your
All
next
right, man.
call.
Thank you, Buck.
Hey, we're gonna meet
Thanks,
up at
Buck.
TwitchCon and kiss, my man.
Let's do it. We're gonna be
All
there
Long,
next year.
I don't know
passionate.
about kissing,
Consensual.
but all right.
You know what I mean?
Of course, always.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Buck.
All right, man. You groovy, man. You have a good one.
You're groovy. Stay groovy, Buck. Stay groovy.
Thanks, Buck.
Buck blessed, says Nappy. Hashtag Buck blessed.
Nice.
That was Buck, everybody.
Buck, new caller. New caller.
He's gonna be calling. He said he's gonna call back. That to
Hopefully.
look forward to.
In like
Thank
5
you, Buck.
minutes. Just want to call back and check in, you guys.
Gotta write that one down for later. Okay. So yeah, Blair Witch, cool. I'm for it. Go for it, guys. Cool shit.
Hell yeah.
This one, this is a news article that is just, it seems unnecessary, but you know, whatever. Looks like they are developing a sequel to The Invisible Man from 2020. Now, this movie,
I like this one.
oh, I love
Mhm.
it. This movie was great, but it had a very definite ending.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
it's not a kind of movie that I would think would be a sequel. There would be a sequel, but hey,
Dave,
let's
did
do
you
it.
see this one?
I did, and I recall not liking it. I kind of want to check it
Didn't
out
like it.
again to see. Yeah, I don't remember why though. I remember watching it and going like, just wasn't really into it. I don't remember why though. I wish I can give you a better answer than that. But yeah.
it's
So I guess I'm not looking forward to the sequel.
it's not perfect, but it is very fun. Leigh Whannell, who wrote the original Saw and was in the original Saw. Great movie.
Blockhead's funny.
Sorry,
dude.
Blockhead.
Oh, I found the plot too transparent. It's a good one, Blockhead.
Good one, Blockhead.
Yeah, it's cool. I wish they would do. I don't know. Whatever. I'll watch it. You know.
I'll watch this one. I enjoyed the first one. That was
I'll
fun.
skip it, and you guys can tell me if you like it or not.
Okay. Okay, so this next one is interesting. So, like many months ago, I saw a TikTok from Carl from The Walking Dead. You know, the kid with the hat, Carl.
Yeah,
Coral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl.
Mhm.
So he said that he was
Coral.
making a Spider-Man fan film. Okay, where
Awesome.
he plays Peter Parker.
I'm down.
And I was like, A, good for you, and B, that's kind of like sad because he probably really wanted to be Spider-Man, and I could see him in another world being a decent Spider-Man. You know, he's young, got the look. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He's making a spider, and then just very recently, I learned that it is a horror take on Spider-Man, where a fucking kid gets
Cool.
bit by a spider and turns into a fucking spider monster.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So it's not
Damn.
like superhero shit. I think it starts off like that, and then it turns into like body horror shit.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's called
Cool.
The Spider. And
Is it like a short film? It's a short fan film? Or something?
yeah, it's 9 minutes. It is out now on YouTube. I have not watched it yet.
Oh, it's out
um,
now. Dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, it's called The Spider.
It's just called The Spider.
Yeah. Chandler Riggs is or just The Spider fan film. It's out now. I'm gonna watch it later today. Looks pretty cool.
Very cool.
Can we
This-
watch that instead of reviewing the dance movie?
We could. We
could.
probably should, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Dumbo says like Brightburn was to Superman. Exactly. Exactly.
Brightburn was good.
That was a good movie. I like it.
Yeah,
Doom Fruit's got to go for no related reason. They will be back in 9 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Doom Fruit. I got some stuff to deal with. Ben, you're gonna love this next news story. I can't wait for you to see it. Coming this Halloween, we are getting a prequel to Rosemary's Baby.
No. What? Why?
Yeah,
called-
dude, exactly. Things that don't need to get made, right? Do we need this? No, we don't need
we
this.
don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The whole point of Rosemary's Baby was Rosemary and her baby. It's the apartment. Like I get this. It's gonna be all the weird like Satan worshippers in the apartment. I get it. That sounds fucking cool. But still, like the whole point is that it goes to Rosemary and her baby. So like what the fuck is this gonna be? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That being said, I'm gonna watch it.
No.
I'm the problem.
No,
I know it.
Yes, you
why,
are.
Why?
Because
Why do they have to link it to that? Why can't they just make a culty
Exactly.
movie
Exactly.
and an apartment and just call it that and not have it linked to this like super amazing movie that doesn't need to have an origin story?
It's the name recognition because
the
it's going to be called
IP
called
sells.
Apartment 7A, and then underneath it, it'll be like a Rosemary's Baby story or something.
That just to bring all the suckers in.
Just to bring it in, like me. I'm gonna watch it. You know, like the new Omen that just came out. I'm gonna go watch that sometime eventually. I wonder who conceived this idea, says Blockhead.
Blockhead.
It's on fire tonight. That's silly. Very
there were
silly.
a bunch of good names for the prequel in the chat.
Rosemary's Zygote. Rosemary's
Yeah.
period. And
Yeah,
you know, the like however many seasons they do, the last episode is like the family's gonna move in, and it's gonna be like some actress who looks like what's her name? I forgot her name. And she's gonna move in and say hi.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, what's her name?
Yeah, I forgot her name. Rosemary. And her baby.
Damn it.
That being said, we watched that movie like a couple months ago. God, it still holds up. It's
Mia Farrow?
Mia Farrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
It still holds up. It's so fucking good. This one's very exciting news for me. I don't know if anyone else. I know Mia cares about this one. I don't know if anyone else gives a shit. But we're finally getting a new 28 movie. 28 years later.
Right.
They're skipping months though, which is kind of very annoying to me. But it's okay. But it's going to be starring Ralph Fiennes, Jodie Comer, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. I'm a fan of all these people. They don't have a picture of them all. But very excited. Can't wait for this fucking movie.
Those movies are good. I
love them.
They're so tense. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember watching the first one at theaters and like that one scene where like the guy's walking through like the town and he's like, yelling hello. And he goes into the chapel and he sees the priest's heads pop up.
Yeah.
I remember watching it going like, oh my god, like it's gonna be this kind of film. Yeah. Oh, and then in the end when he like pushes the dude's, he uses his thumbs
his eyeballs.
Yeah.
So good.
You get that.
So tense.
That song that is now used like everywhere. That in the house, in the heartbeat. I love that song. Wherever it gets used, I don't care. I'm happy. I love it so much. I get it. Like the 28 years later, I think it's gonna be several of them, maybe. But I wish they didn't skip months. You know, do months first.
Yeah, they could have ramped up and done months.
And then years and then decades. It's so easy.
Yeah. Because after years, it's like, yeah, you're right. Now that after decades, that's a big jump.
That's a very big jump. So we'll see.
How long ago did 28 Weeks Later come out? Like that was like 15?
2007. 28 Days Later was 28 Days Later received the follow-up in 2007 with 28 Weeks Later. I saw that one in theaters. I didn't see 28 Days Later until when I got on DVD. And the question is Cillian Murphy gonna come back? He's too big now, probably. He only does Nolan movies now.
saw
Yeah,
both
very
those
excited.
movies in the theater. Yeah.
Very, very good. This is just a headline that I love both of these people, so I'm very excited. Dan Stevens and Al Pacino starring in exorcism horror movie The Ritual. Don't know anything about this movie. I love this guy. This dude's fucking awesome, and obviously Al Pacino's amazing.
Who's that
That's
guy? Was
Halloween
he?
stuff.
This is from. Have you seen it's The Guest? Right. The
Oh
Guest.
yeah. The
And
guest
he's-
is awesome. Okay, he's that guy. Yeah.
Yes, and he's also in the new Abigail, right? The movie with the vampire girl. Like they're like trying to like kidnap the little girl or something, but she's like a vampire and she kills everybody. He's in that one too. He's I
great
love
in
him.
The Guest.
He's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Guest is amazing. And then of course Al Pacino. So don't know what it's about.
That's an Al Pacino picture from like 25 years ago.
I
though.
know.
He doesn't look like that.
I know.
He looks the opposite of that.
Hey, thanks for the follow. I love you.
Thank you.
Based on a true story, the film follows two priests, one questioning his faith and one reckoning with a troubled past, who must put aside their differences to save a possessed young woman through a difficult and dangerous series of exorcisms. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Are you big into exorcism as a trope in horror movies?
Any religious horror, big fan of.
See, I don't like that. Dave, do you like that?
I-
Do you like the
Yeah, I like that stuff. Yeah, I like any type of horror. The only horror I don't like is like the kind of like the torture porn stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
just for the sake of gore. I want to be
Right.
a little more clever than that. I
Mhm,
love like
mhm.
paranoid induced horror or like
You
that kind of
love
stuff.
Dave. I know that you love Eli Roth. You love him.
Not a big fan of Eli Roth. Sorry,
Yeah,
but he was an
In
actor
the
in this great movie we're going to talk about soon.
Yeah.
he was. He was.
That might be his best role.
The last news story, I don't think I talked about this last week, but the voice of one of my favorite franchises, one of my favorite characters of all time, Chucky, Brad Dourif, is retiring from acting,
Whoa.
except for Chucky. He said recently that he is fully retired. He's not going to be doing any movies or anything except for Chucky because Don Mancini is like family to him and he'll always do Chucky. And that made me so happy.
Yeah, that guy's had a hell of a career, man. He's been
He's so fucking good.
involved in horror for
And-
so long.
In this latest season of Chucky, I guess very minor spoilers, but he's playing Charles Lee Ray like as a human again. And it's so fucking cool to
Cool.
see how many decades later he gets to play this character again, but like in normal form and not just the voice, you know? I love it.
That's cool.
That's it for the news.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all we got.
Great.
Let's get into Death Rider and the
do
House
we
of
have to?
Vampires. Yeah, we
Hey,
gotta
Gabe,
do
are
it.
you going to go to Monchpalooza?
So we were going to go. And I told Patty. Patty told me that he was going. And then I asked you, and you said you were going. And I'm like, well, fuck, now I want to go. And then
We're
I
all gonna
looked at
party.
all the people who are going to be there, and like a lot of cool people are going to be there. And then I had to pay my property tax. So then I was like, let's wait a little bit. Let's not go. So I'm like 95% sure we're not gonna go. I could probably be convinced to go, but like, you know, it's like a hotel and you gotta drive, and it's just like, no one. And I asked so many people for passes, and no one can get me a pass. So in addition to going, I have to wait in line like a heathen. I can't just I have special
man.
treatment. I can't just
This-
walk
was
in
this-
whenever I want, you know?
This was the con that you and Zoltan went to?
Yes. 2 years ago we went, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was able to get an exhibitor wristband for that one, and it was amazing. Zoltan and Alex, my friend Alex, did not get one, so they had to wait in line like losers. But I got in. That's how I got my cane hodder signature. I got all my signatures before it opened, and it was fucking amazing. And then I didn't have to worry about lines Now if I go,
I could probably get you an
Nice.
exhibitor badge. I'd have to do it when I'm actually there though, so there's no guarantee. But I could probably get you one. I'm like 90% sure I can get you one.
Is that convincing? Are you going?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I want to, like, so fucking bad. I want to.
I like how you live streamed that one time, even though there was like technical difficulties. Like I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool how you went from like booth to booth and just like you and Zoltan just walked around and like had a good time. That seemed like fun.
I would love to do that again with
The
a
show would
better
love it.
with a better setup. I was thinking of if we were to go maybe record stuff and just do like the next CAD, like go through it. Doing it live, like I need everything to be like we need our own like portable Wi-Fi, I think, and maybe like a wired like shotgun microphone instead of the wireless one I was using. I think that would help.
Dude, I bought a hotspot. It was cheap. It was like $80 or something like that.
Oh, really?
And it's it's just a dedicated wireless hotspot. I use it for conventions.
It actually works in conventions.
Yeah, I used it like in Phoenix I was like in a room like it was like a really bad reception area, but I had my little hotspot and I was getting like full reception the entire show.
Wow.
Just put it in your pocket and go stream. See, this is good. This is good for the show. ControlAltDeath on location.
Yeah.
Man on
You
the
can write it off on your taxes.
Man on the con. Man
It's
at
true.
the con.
That's true. Oh,
we
we'll
go.
see. I still got a couple months, right? It's in
You
June.
can interview Patty in person. He can be one of
It's
the
true.
featured guests. He's gonna be there.
It's true. Patty can be my cameraman.
There you go.
We'll see. I'm it's probably no, but maybe, you know. We'll see.
Nappy's
going,
Puppet says
folks.
wireless hotspot. Is there a monthly fee? No, I forget the one I had, but I just bought like this device, and you basically it comes with like I think a gig loaded on there, and then once you use that gig, you can buy more. But I used it all weekend, and I used like maybe 100 megs. I mean, I didn't even go through like not even close to half of it. So I feel like you can just I don't remember the name of it. It's if you go on Amazon, it's like this orange looking disc. It looks like a circle, but I think it came with a gig loaded. But you can buy 5 gigs, 10 gigs, and stuff. I guess depending on what you're doing. I was just doing transactions, so it wasn't like a lot of memory.
I'm assuming if we do video, it'll probably be a little bit more. But I mean, if it's like a 1 or 2, whatever, you know. Zoltan, you're not gonna.
Zoltan's going now too. Look what this has become.
Look at this.
Right?
Zoltan.
Everyone's
also,
going except for Gabe.
Also, Robert said he would probably go too.
There you go.
Zoltan's not gonna go to this again. Shut up, Zoltan. You're not gonna go.
Do it.
We can't do the heist. The heist is
Let me
not.
see if it's called that.
It's not next to. It's in LA. You know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Nappy. That's it.
I'm gonna spend so much money. Send me,
that's the one I got.
What's it called?
$150. The hotspot?
Yeah.
SOLIS.
SOLIS. Wi-Fi hotspot.
It's that orange disc thing.
Oh, okay.
And you don't
No
need like
contract or
you just download the app. You don't need like an account. You have to pay. You just buy this one thing. You don't have to
And
like
you're done. That's
do anything
very,
else.
very nice.
Yeah, that's why I got this one. There's other ones you can like get accounts for and have to like do all this other stuff for and load up with cards and stuff. But this one was good.
1 gigabyte monthly, 10 connected devices. Damn.
We went
There's a 5G one too.
Honeymoon. We went to Iceland and we bought like one of those hotspots for like the car because it was like weird because we didn't want to spend a lot of money using our phones for like GPS and stuff. And it was cool. It was a little hotspot. You plug it in, and then even when we went to hotels and stuff, it's nice.
Yeah.
I can tell Gabe's trying to work this out in his head.
Like I go to the website all the time and I'm looking at the guest list. I'm like, oh, I want to meet Gus Fring, Breaking Bad. You know?
Oh yeah.
I want to meet
cool.
Kane
And there's
Hodder
so
again.
many good artists there too. Like that's a show.
I know.
I went
It was
last
so
year
fun.
and I didn't have a booth. I just went with a buddy and I walked around most time just like buying books and like looking at like artists and like talking to people, meeting new people. It's such an inspiring show to go to. Like
It is.
I left there feeling like I just wanted to like make stuff and create stuff. It was so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. We'll see.
Doomfruit says their body has a free hotspot.
Oh,
Bring Doomfruit.
I'll just connect to Doomfruit. Is
Yeah,
there a
bring him, put
password?
him in your backpack, and then plug him in.
Yeah.
Well, if I change my mind, I'll let everybody know. We'll see.
Cool. He's going, folks. That's the Palooza.
All right, we should talk about this piece of shit, fucking
Oh
garbage,
no, let's not.
awful piece of shit movie.
Skip it.
We got to do it.
You can't show a whole lot of this movie because there's a lot of nudity in this.
Yeah,
There isn't though. It's just that first scene, really, right? I mean, I feel like there's just
It feels like there's a lot, like 20 minutes of just this half-naked
that
woman
first
on
scene
a
is
horse.
really long, way too long.
Yeah. I kind of
So
wanted.
how many people?
Yeah. Go ahead.
How many people in the chat saw the this movie? Is it? Did you,
was
do you have like a
We have
big
quite,
watch party?
yeah, we have quite a
15
few in
maybe?
the chat. Yeah.
15 to 20 ish.
Yeah. So there was a big crew watching.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Glenn Danzig's second movie. His first one was Veronica, which we talked
And he
about.
didn't learn a goddamn thing from the first
No,
one.
he went
Like,
backwards.
all the mistakes that he
Uh,
made
yeah.
in the first one are
Well,
here in the
okay.
second.
I'm gonna start with the positives. Okay. Even though it's
Good luck.
terrible, the camera work, like the cinematography, is
No.
not horrible.
No.
I
Okay. When they're
totally disagree.
Wait. Yeah, what?
Like, dude, there's so many shots where like it zooms, moves,
I know,
zooms,
I know.
moves. Like it's like it doesn't track well, you know.
Yeah,
Like
no,
there's
I
like a
know.
scene at the end when Danzig and that girl are like looking one way and the rider's running the other way. Like it's just it doesn't feel like the composition. I'm nuts about composition, like as like just shapes on a surface, and like the composition is off in a lot of shots. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Like the wide shots when they're on the horse and they're in the very beginning and you see all the like burnt vampire bodies. Like some of that's cool. Some of the like the bodies.
Look, he points the camera and maybe one shot's gonna land, right?
Exactly. Totally. That okay. The second thing is the like burning effects, the fire effects when the dude's like face melts in his eyes. Like that was kind of
Yes.
cool. I like that.
I did like that.
That's like an iPhone.
I know
effect.
it's
so
it's
low
very
budget.
generic. And also,
you
at
can,
one
go
point,
online and like look at. Oh yeah.
yeah, and like in Vato, you can do that. But in one shot, when like one of the like the lady vampires is burning, like she's moving, and like the burning effect that they like attach to her cheek is like delayed. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but it's like
No,
delayed, and
didn't.
so it's like you can see it, but it's
Doesn't
kind of
track her
moving
very
independent. Yeah, it didn't track with her.
It's not
skin.
tracking with the actual spot.
Yeah, it was like
Patty
oof.
Patty has a screenshot of me
Yes,
as his little avatar.
it's a good gif, or it's a good emote. But yeah, other than that, it's not good. So yeah, we open up with a very mysterious. We open up with this. So this is a guy riding with a topless lady in the desert for no joke, like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It is.
Crazy.
It is.
There's nothing happens.
No, it is.
This
There's
just sets up everything that's wrong. Like it's not lit well. It's dark. The scene is so long. There's like no real like this whole movie is advertised as like score by Glenn Danzig, but like they play this Danzig song and then there's just no music at all in the entire movie. It's freaking crazy. And then this girl is wearing like blue spandex. Did you like notice that? Like what,
Yeah.
this is like like the 1800s.
Right.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
weird.
make any sense. Yeah.
It's literally
I
like.
was- yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ben. You go. Go, go, go.
Well, while we were watching this, we were wondering, what's up? Why is there no music? And we thought maybe we had like a weird copy of the movie. Maybe there was just like because it's so quiet. There are
Yeah.
scenes where like nothing is happening, and there should be, or there's something is happening, like a very like a shootout, and there's absolutely no music whatsoever, and really cheesy gun sound effects. But since you've experienced it on the DVD, Dave, that means that this was the movie.
Yeah,
there's no music, there's no score, there's no real ambience too. It's like when they're in the bar scenes, it's just like if I were to look up if I were to look up the audio track, it would be quiet chatter is probably what he typed in to use. And it's just a looping. It just loops. No matter what happens in the bar, if there's like someone drinking or like this, that, it's just the same kind of like droning quiet chatter the entire time. It's really odd. And that's how it is for the entire movie, not just the bar scenes, although most of the movie is shot in the bar.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's weird.
Oh, wait,
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Unload,
Dave. Unload.
After, are we still in the part where they're walking in the horse?
Oh yeah,
this is where we're at.
This is the first 15 minutes.
So, like too long, right? Like it's way too long of a shot. Like he could have cut out, I don't know, 80% of that and made it kind of like quick and snappy. But then when you think that like it's gonna like the credits are gonna open up and like you'll hear some music, it's just like a gunshot.
Yeah.
For another like 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah. Is there any nudity in the opening credits?
I believe there is.
Because you gotta play it. Oh damn it!
I think there is.
Because there's
hold on. Okay,
it's crazy.
Before we even get there, so we see Ryder, who is played by Devon Sawa, who normally I really like, especially with Chucky show. I really like him, and he's trying in this one. God bless his heart. He's trying, but it's just awful. You see him writing, and it's like right screen to left screen, the writing, and then they cut to like this is the angle, and they cut to like this shot. They film the same thing, and it's just a little bit. I hate when it's like you can't cut to the same fucking shot. Like it looks so weird, but they do that.
Yeah,
and he cuts, and
it's
then
a weird timing thing. It's like sequentially, it doesn't
odd.
Really work.
It
like
feels
you want it
wrong.
You want the scene to kind of go somewhere else or to be somewhere else, but when it goes to the same spot, you're like, wait, what did time pass or like what happened? You know?
And then they'll cut throughout the whole movie, especially the outdoor stuff. They'll reuse shots multiple times, like
oh my god,
and they don't even try and hide it. Like I've done that before, but you zoom in, you change it a little bit to make it do something, and they just nope, let's just reuse it. And that's literally like no joke, 15 minutes of them just walking
this was
with
edited by Glenn Danzig also, so he was responsible for.
I wish I could.
This movie.
I can't show it because she's naked, but there's these scenes where they're in the desert. And it's like this beautiful like desert fucking vista or whatever. And there's this harsh like office or Home Depot like light that they bought at the like just this really harsh light bulb, and it's just bright on them. And it looks it's
probably like a car headlight
weird.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's like it's Danzig's motorcycle, and he's just parking. He's like, just shining over there, and it looks. And they do that multiple times, and it doesn't. The light doesn't match the vibe of it. Right. It's like so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not like ambient moonlight or like
it's weird
lanterns in the background. It's just like we'll just use like this floodlight and just point at them, and there'll be like crazy like cast shadow behind them on the ground.
And it's just like blue. It's this weird blue hue, and it's just like even if you made it a little more orange, a little warmer, it would fit in better, but it didn't. So then we get the credit sequence, and this is like I don't want to play it because there's nudity. I think there's nudity, but it's like each time you see a name, there's a gunshot, and then but it's like quiet, right? Here, I'll play the audio.
Yeah,
it's just. So it does that, and it's just silent.
That's a video game.
This is a
So it's
yeah.
from a video game.
The font is super hard to read. It's bad. It's
Yes.
bad font.
Awful.
And this is where that like kind of like Western music should start to play. This is like when the movie opens up. It should go bow, neow, neow, like that, like kind of like
Fucking
that twangy type of
And this
so
is
it's long. It's long.
It's like several minutes, like almost 5 minutes, I think, or 3. Hold on. Starts at about 10. It is almost 3.5 minutes long.
That's so long for nothing to happen in a movie.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Sit quietly for 3 minutes right now. It's just like, dude, that's long and awkward.
When you think about it, if he didn't do this, the movie would be like an hour. You know what I mean? Like I'm guessing when he got it he was editing it, he's like, fuck, if we don't do this, the movie's going to be 65 minutes long. Like we didn't film enough stuff. So
There's
had
so
to
many
like
scenes that go on way too long. I bet if you cut this thing down with some good editing, you probably could have got this movie to be like 30 minutes long.
Oh,
like
God.
no joke. It's like
Maybe
there's just
even
so many
less,
scenes where Julian Sands is just kind of sitting there and he's like looking, and you can just tell like he's waiting for Danton to yell cut.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's just going too long. And that's how like almost every scene ends in this movie.
Yeah. It's terrible. So finally we get to the house of vampires. Devon Sawa is bringing the girl in, and she's basically his ticket inside.
Right.
And there's a lot of like creepy robed people. We meet.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
About Devon Sawa's character in this?
Yeah.
Does he start off as a vampire? Is he always a vampire?
I think he is.
Okay.
I think he is. Yeah.
Because we meet. Oh, we missed the part where we meet Danny Trejo like right in the beginning. And
that's another dumb part
of the character.
He runs super fast to Danny Trejo. Why didn't Danny Trejo just run fast in the other direction?
Right.
Like
do something.
They're both vampires.
Yeah.
Like everyone in this is vampires, you know, like they all have the same stupid tricks.
No, but he gets the drop on Danny Trejo and like puts him into the ground, and the sun is coming up, and he's like, no, the sun's coming up. And then we cut away. We don't see it. We don't see it.
Ties him to the sand. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he ties him to the sand with like twine. Did you see like the rope he used? It's like Trejo could have just like lifted his arms up and like walked away or something.
Got it at Michael's.
Like, he should have just like cut Trejo's arms off and threw him into the sun. He would have been awesome, you know. Like cut his arms and legs off and just thrown him into the field.
That would be cool.
So fucking bad. Yeah, Patty says we'll be back for the sequel. I think that was probably it. They're like, they got Danny Trejo for 5 minutes, and they're like, let's save him, and maybe we can bring him back for the next one, because Danzig's like, we're gonna make a sequel to this. Everyone's gonna love it.
Yeah.
And everyone in this movie, almost maybe Devon Sawa did a pretty okay job, but everyone else, like they have problems talking with the teeth.
Yes.
Like everyone has a problem talking with these fucking vampire teeth. So they're kind of talking like weird, or they like
Riddle steel skin.
There he is. And they like they have to like cover them. Like it's so awkward. I don't know. So fucking weird. So we get into the house here. We meet a cast of characters. There's this lady, the redhead lady, and she's very interested in Devon Sawa's character.
Yeah. Is she like the madam of this place, sort of, in charge of the women?
Okay, this is like I watched this once. I think we all watched this once. People who saw it. If you watched it twice, wow, you're brave.
God bless you.
I don't know the plot. Like I watched it. I watched something. I don't know like the motives. Like why were they all mad at him? Like there was like people there who didn't like him. Like they're all vampires, right?
Yeah.
They just didn't like him. They just want to bully him.
Yeah.
But like the madam wanted to like screw him. I don't know. I don't get like why they were all angry at him for some reason. Did you get that?
Yeah, I think I understand. So he brings the woman in to this place, and they offer him sanctuary. That's what they're calling it. But he then tells a lie that he was working with Glenn Danzig's character. Like he knows him, and that's how he got the in with him or whatever. And then Glenn Danzig's character shows up, and he goes, I don't know who the hell you're talking about. I've never met this man before. And then that's why he's angry at him. I don't know about the head vampire, why he's doesn't like him. I'm not sure. It's very weird.
And not to jump ahead, maybe I should save this, but
No,
like
please jump ahead.
okay,
As
so
far
the
as
head
possible.
vampire at like the end of the movie, the head vampire
Mhm.
goes like, "Look, I have your sister." Like
Right.
he was never looking for
No.
her. He was never
Mm-mm.
like, I don't even think he knew she was there. Like he never even Julian Sand never even said, "Hey, I have this guy. I have something that can keep this guy here." Like that was just kind of thrown in. I didn't that part confused
Yeah.
me also. Like why what
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck, you know?
Don't know. Don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
like throughout. So when we meet Danzig, his character, and another vampire, they when Danzig first walks in, and he's like, they reference like something like, do you remember? Like, something about like they reference some event, something that they did, and Danzig was like, "Oh, we don't want to talk about that around here." And like I think they implied that they killed a bunch of like deputies at some like fucking bank robbery or something. And I think Devon Sawa, it was related to like they killed his people or something. That's what I got out of it. And then they threw the curveball of the sister. Like, why do they have his sister? But like at no point did they
That
make
sister
any
part
of
could
this
have been
clear.
totally thrown out and it wouldn't have changed anything, you know?
No.
Or it should have been established that he had her in the beginning and that would have been motive for him to kind of like
Right.
want to kind of like
Yeah.
fight his way through. That would have made
Mhm.
more sense too, but yeah. I don't know.
So Robot Don, sent me a link to a subreddit, and the title says, so apparently Death Rider had sound and music. The mystery deepens. And then this was a comment on, it looks like a YouTube video on a Red Letter Media video. It says, this person says, I'm one of the few people who can say they saw Death Rider in an empty movie theater during that tiny theatrical run and can assure it had music, including opening with Danzig himself, crooning a Western-style metal power ballad. This Blu-ray not having that music probably has something to do with why the film vanished for 2 years. Now I want to know what that story is, because it is almost assuredly more interesting than the movie itself. And then all the comments go off that it seems to maybe be like a rights, like a and the soundtrack.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I was talking to Alex the other day. My buddy Alex, watched that in Death Rider in I don't know. My buddy Alex watched Death Rider at the premiere, and he said the same thing. It's like, dude, I think it had more music, but now when I watch it, because he has a DVD also, he's like, when I watch it now, it doesn't. So he thought that he was misremembering it, but that's funny that you were sent that link that actually kind of maybe confirms that.
Yeah, I think, and there are when there is music in the beginning, it sounds like fucking Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Like it sounds like he's stealing it. Like he's doing his own little take on it, but it has that.
The Death Rider song.
The very famous.
Yeah, he's trying to do like a spaghetti western type of.
So maybe. Oh, that's so crazy. I want to know what the music was now.
Well, dude, it's like I feel like it's imperative to have that. Like you can't just release a movie with no music. Like the score is like it's so important. It's like such an important component of any film, you know.
And this is coming from a person who is a musician first. Like
exactly.
Like,
it should be the best part.
Why? Yeah, why are you releasing this without the music? Like, do it over again or something like that. That's crazy.
There's a lot of people like investigating this and like going deep into the Blu-ray and like audio tracks and stuff. So we're not the only ones. Zoltan says if the cam rip had music, I checked. It did not have music. It was shitty. Also.
Oh, because the cam rip could have been from the premiere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The one, at least the one I had, I think, did not have music. I mean, I didn't like check every scene, but okay, you're releasing this movie and you're like, shit, we can't do the music, and his choice was fuck it, just release it anyways, and not let me like try and find some like at least royalty free. Let me try some royalty free music and just to give it something. And instead they're like, fuck it, just do it. It's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
To put out a movie with this, with fucking Devon Sawa and Julian Sands, R.I.P. You know? Ugh.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, so we meet Julian Sands' character, and he's the head vampire.
Looks like you.
Yeah.
Get my hair here. Put it over the headphones.
Okay.
Yeah. Love it.
And
I just watched Warlock yesterday. Julian Sands is in Warlock. You ever seen Warlock?
No.
Oh, it's like a 80s horror film. I don't know if it's horror. It's like, yeah, I guess it's horror. It's like cheesy, kind of campy. But he's great in it. That's the thing. Julian Sands is great, and that guy, what's his name? Devon
Sawa.
Devon Sawa.
Yeah, they're good. They're both good actors. They were just given like they're put into a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Don also sent me this.
All right, awesome. And you were working on the original score for this before the script was even done. Can you tell me a little bit about what that process was and how you started to hear the music in your head?
Well, so I started writing the script a while ago, and I didn't rush it, so I'd work on it a little bit, and then I'd stop. And then I remember writing the theme song way before the script was even halfway done, and I'd work on this.
I just want to point out that the audio in this is heavily on the right side and not equalized. Just want to point that out. Not a big deal.
Tommy, my guitar player, Tommy Victor.
It's on his channel, by the way.
At the end of the sessions, we were listening back to it and just going, wow, this is pretty wild. And so I just kept on working on the soundtrack every time I had a chance. And then I had some ideas.
He didn't have any time to do it.
For certain parts of segue scenes, like some very Link Ray kind of cross with cowboy guitar and things like that. And I think the soundtrack was done before the movie even started filming.
What the fuck happened?
There's no soundtrack. There's just one dancing song. So there's something missing,
nothing.
right? Like he's telling us something that isn't there.
And the comments are disabled.
Oh, yeah. They weren't at first, and then he disabled them probably.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. This is a conspiracy. I need to know.
The lost Danzig tracks are out there somewhere.
Maybe it changes the whole vibe. Maybe it's a great movie, you know?
No.
No.
I don't think it could save it. I don't think.
No.
No.
Yeah. So the head vampire talks to Devon Sawa's character. There's some vague threatening back and forth, I think. But he's like granted to stay in this house, and then he meets this lady who just wants to she just wants to bang him for some reason, and they do. And
do they?
Well, I think so. I think they like they do some weird blood shit. Here's okay. So this is the scene where like this is the bar scene, and it like you can see the mouths of the people talking, and it is okay. So I'm not going to show you because I don't know if there's nudity, but like look, all right. This is a very a crowded bar scene in a western, right? They're playing poker, they're drinking. Here, I'm gonna just play the audio.
I don't know who said it in the chat, but there's like at least have someone playing the piano in the back.
Yeah, the piano, the organ. Like
Anything.
have someone like drinking, like have like a gun being like tables being dragged across the floor. Like it's a bar, man. Like
yeah,
it's like a church. This just feels like I'm in church, you know? Oh God. It's just it's crazy. We get
in that one scene where he leads her up the stairs like for like a minute. Like they just like that's the thing. Everything happens in real time. They don't cut anything. So you watch this guy go zigzag up these stairs for like I don't know what however long it is. It's way too long. Everything is way too long.
And so yeah, this girl gets led upstairs, and then fucking Fred Armisen, who's in this movie for some reason,
Dude,
bites her and drinks her, and she reacts like a human would getting killed. But someone also I think it was Nappy. I don't know. I think Nappy was there. Someone in the movie pointed out like, what is this place? Like, are these girls going there knowing that they're vampires? If this is a world full of vampires, these humans, because they drink, I'm assuming they don't drink vampire blood, right? Like, what do they know they're going in there to die? Are they like being kidnapped like the lady in the beginning? And then they're just like, why are they so like normal about what's happening? And then like, oh my God, I'm dying. You know, like there's a weird like disconnect there, you know?
Yeah.
I think Danzig was working on the soundtrack too much.
Yes.
At that point, not working on
the
script or the plot, and then somehow lost the soundtrack and just put out the shitty plot.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah.
Here's we meet Danzig character. This is where they have a conversation about them killing a bunch of deputies or something. I assumed it was at a bank robbery, but who knows?
He also just grabs a woman that's walking by and drinks her blood and then throws her to the side.
And I hate how everything is like, it's shot really dark, and not only is it shot dark, but everyone's wearing black. And then so you can't see the blood. Like if you're gonna have blood squirting, you want it to fall onto a garment that's like lighter colored or brown or something like that, so you can see it. Like he rips this girl's neck open, and she's wearing red. Like she's wearing red, and he's wearing black. It's like the two probably worst colors you could choose in a scene for this.
Or blood.
It's just it's not effective, you know.
Crazy. Yeah. So
it's bad. Every decision was bad. So far.
I mean, he did it because he's like vampires in a Western would wear black leather. Like that's cool, right? But they didn't think 2 seconds for 2 seconds more like, oh wait, this is a horror movie. There's gonna be blood everywhere. None of it's gonna show up. They didn't do any testing or anything. They just did it, and I guarantee you they didn't even notice in post.
Yeah,
Danzig's like, he knows there's blood there, so it's like whatever. Fucking
I bet he's just like, no, everyone has to wear black. Why would you wear a different color? Like this is a Danzig film. Exactly. Wear black. Right. What do you mean wear brown clothes? That's weird. I'm not gonna do that.
The madam, I guess we're calling her. She finds out that her friend, I guess she's kind of her friend. Oh God.
That's her assistant. Her little
Right.
I don't know what she is, but she also had sex with Devon Sawa. Devon was way more into her. And they put her outside to get a sun bath here. And she dies. You know, it doesn't look as bad as I was expecting, but it doesn't look good. You know? Like look, it's all right.
Why does the main prostitute have to have Devon only for herself? Like they're all prostitutes. Can't they just kind of like all?
It's weird.
She like claims him at the beginning. I don't know. Yeah,
she does it before she even. All she knows is someone came in and she's like, "It's mine." It's not like they had a scene together and they looked at each other and it's like, oh, like he's mine. It's like, no, like before they make eye contact, you know, they do that.
Zombie Fee says Crucified Wolverine style. There's a super awesome X-Men cover. I think it's Mark Silvestri who drew it, and he's on one of those like X's. But what's cool about that is like he's like the X crucifixion thing. What's cool about that is like he's splayed out. Like his arms are like legs are in the shape of the X. Like this lady, her hands are kind of like above her.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look good. It's not like a good shot, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like she's on an X crucifixion thing.
And why wouldn't you do a cross? Like devil, like vampires and crosses and shit. Like Do a cross. That'd be way
They
cooler, you
probably
know?
couldn't get close. Like if it's vampires, they probably couldn't get close to it.
That's true.
Oh, that's right.
That's true. It has to be an
They
X.
build a cross and they all just die.
Yeah, like, oh,
Like,
why
well,
did we do this?
that's probably
Why
way
would-
easier, you know?
That's probably the one thing he put the most thought into. Was like, oh, we can't have a cross, guys. We
Right.
gotta have it out.
Vampire lore states that we cannot, you know.
Yeah.
So when Devon Sawa's character got in, he name dropped, and I missed this completely, but he name dropped this guy. He's like, oh, I'm a friend of Billy Bob, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Bad
And
Bathory.
Yeah, Bad Bathory.
Bad Bathory.
And this guy heard that, and he's friends with Danzig, and he's like, I know him, and I don't know you, so how, you know? So they go to Julian here, and they confront him.
Patty says
And
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Bad Bath and Beyond. The madam goes and confronts Devon Sawa about having sex with the other lady, and Devon Sawa stakes her, what looks like in the heart, or close to it, and
Railroad spike.
yeah, cool. I like that. And then she just lays on the bed for 4 hours, and at the end of the
Yeah, she
movie,
doesn't die.
the spike gets removed and she's good. And it's like, what? That's not how being spiked works. And every other death in this movie, when someone gets spiked in that same spot, they die. So why is she like just kind of chilling for a couple hours? Whatever.
They established some weird like silver thing, which I don't think
bullets?
I've ever heard. Yeah, silver bullets are for werewolves, not
Werewolves.
vampires. But in the
Right.
beginning,
They make him drink silver, right? Or they pour
yeah.
the silver down his mouth in that
Yeah,
way to kill
yeah,
him?
they-
dude's
oh,
mouth,
right.
And then he dies.
Forgot. Yeah, we missed the Eli
Eli
Roth.
Roth.
Yeah, he comes in, and they kill some dude, but yeah, making him drink silver.
So maybe the spike has silver in it, and it's like slowly killing her. She can't touch it to take it out because it would hurt her.
Yeah,
I don't know.
silver for any monster.
Oh,
The reason you
Barfatron.
can't.
Yeah.
Barfatron. Silver is for any monster. The reason you can't see vampires in mirrors is because they used to be backed with silver. A zombie said the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well,
Well, yeah, that one's on. Yeah, Danzig nailed it. You know.
Today I learned. There you go,
Devin-
I never knew that.
Devin goes to the bar and he asks for a bottle, and then he pours some powder into it and says, you know, oh God. Leatherface. He does that sometimes. And then they go and confront him with this, and you know, he's like, shots on me, and everyone starts drinking, and then they start just dying, like melting. And then we get this
Weird.
cool, really well done shootout, where they're
Oh
just
my God.
shooting
The
back and
sound on
forth.
this
with
sucks.
no music, with nothing.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna-
it's
I'm
just
gonna-
like
I'm
shooting.
gonna play the audio.
Dude.
That man should be screaming. He's on fire.
There's no music. It's just shooting. God, what a fucking asshole. Yeah, there's Devin with his teeth. Ugh.
Damn, you okay?
I'm good. I have a scar there from all the stabs. I can't even feel it anymore.
It's just
Yeah,
pierced
so
ear.
Devin kills fucking everybody, and he goes down to the head, Julian here, and then Julian's
I feel
chair
like he'd be
gets-
cooler if Devin wasn't a vampire. Like if he had been a human and was here, that'd make more sense, right? Like he'd be
Yeah,
kind of like that's why they all hate him, you
They
know,
can
like
smell
because
it,
he's a
right.
human and he's
See-
trying to trying to find his sister before she becomes a vampire, and then
Sounds
they're like,
awesome.
oh yeah, then we actually turn into a vampire. Then he goes on rage and then he wants to kill everybody because that's his motivation, you know.
sounds awesome. I thought for sure when he goes to see the madam, and she's like, here's a woman, we can drink her, and he's like, oh, you do it or something. I thought he was saying that because he wasn't a vampire, and I thought I was for sure he was gonna pop his teeth out and they're fake. That was gonna be a reveal.
Oh, that would have been cool too. Like, that's how he got in. He's like, oh,
he was
I'm
sneaking
fake
in.
vampire.
But then instead of that, she bites the lady and then just vomits the blood in his mouth for 5 minutes, and they have weird vomit blood sex.
For way too long.
This movie sucks.
This movie. Nope. Got a twofer there. Yeah, so we get the big reveal. I guess that the head vamp. I can't show it because these ladies are all kind of see-throughy. Yeah, she had. Oh, can't even show that. Yeah, here she is. His sister, who's been turned.
Kansas Bowling.
Who they haven't mentioned
bowling
once.
in Kansas.
They haven't mentioned once. He's not looking for her. They're not using her
Right.
for like any kind of like leverage, you know, like just, oh, hey, by the way, we have your sister. He's like, huh, what? I didn't even know I had a sister. Like, it just, I don't know, just
Yeah, one line of like to another patron, like, hey, have you seen this weird blonde
Looking for
girl
my
who likes
sister.
to
I'm trying
go
to- I'm trying to
who
find
goes
her,
bowling
yeah.
in Kansas? Like, she's a big bowler. No, nothing. So they fight, and
You
Devin
remember how this movie ends?
sets him on fire with a torch.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
shot a bunch
Okay,
of times.
that's dumb, right? Just a candle killed him.
Yeah.
yeah, his
right?
own
It's
torch.
a regular candle, not silver, not a stake,
Right.
not sunlight, just a freaking candle.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have candles down there. I don't
Crazy.
know.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, you shouldn't have candles inside.
Yeah. Oh, he also he stakes his sister. He kills her, and then on the way out, all of the prostitutes are like they're looting all of the dead guys and just taking all their money and shit. And on the way out, he grabs the girl from the beginning, the one that he had on the horse, and they leave together. He saves her, and then we get 10 more minutes of them just running around, leaving.
And the shots of him on the horse,
fake.
it looks like they're on like one of those fake horses in front of one of those like toy ones in front of a gas station.
This shot they use at least 3 times. This exact shot. You know,
the camera facing them when they're on the horse, and you see the fake horse ears, going up and down.
Those ears look awful.
So good, so funny.
There's no way a horse can run like that unless it was like running in slow motion with like no spine. It just had like one pivot point in the middle of its body.
We see a nice little teaser for the next movie where these two are alive. Danzig is the one that pulls the stake out of her. All right, we want to see the horse ears. Right,
that's a weird tracking shot too. When they show the horse running kind of to the left, and then they're up there like they're looking down to the right. It doesn't like flow well. You know, it's like they should have been it should have been over the shoulder shot or something.
So bad.
What is this? What is going on?
God.
So what's this girl to Danzig? Like or what's this? What is this girl like? Is this why is she important? Why did he save her? Who was she? Why did he bring her in the first place? I don't get that part either.
I don't know. It was his ticket in, but like we see at this point that she is a vampire now. So like he's already too late. If she was not a vampire, she's now a vampire. But also, why would they turn her into a vampire? Why wouldn't they just use her for blood?
Right. They should just eat her. And does that shot kind of like, is it hinting at that she's gonna attack him because she's kind of like looking at him like kind of devious, right?
Yeah, like I'm gonna kill you, fool.
Maybe he isn't a vampire. Maybe
he shouldn't have been a vampire. That would have been a way better storyline. Looking for his sister from day one.
But Danzig's like the hero's got to be a vampire. There's no way he's not gonna make him a vampire because that's just too cool. You know?
This movie's awkward. Like long shots where the camera doesn't cut is just awkward to watch.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
You're like, there's like a timing thing there. You're just like, what? like you're waiting for something to happen and it doesn't.
Right.
Then the next scene kind of starts up and it's like it starts off really slow. Everything was really slow. Everything felt like there was no excitement. There was
Mm-hmm.
no suspense. It just everything was very just like long and
This is
drawn out
dull.
and you're
It's
like
boring and
dull.
dull.
Very, very
Yeah.
dull. And especially with no music. The no music part is also very awkward.
Like I don't.
Bad.
If I cared enough, I would love to take this movie and like fix it, just with this file. Like not even get the raw files or anything. Like cut out the 20 minutes, cut out a bunch of shit, add generic ass music, and
that'd be cool.
re-release a 25-minute short, and it's
Yeah.
probably going to be infinitely better. Someone,
Yeah, but if you can find some like
someone's
just
gotta
go
do
on
it.
like get some like spaghetti wet, get some Nico Morricone,
Yeah.
Sergio Leone music, and
Something.
Just that would be so cool, you know.
God awful.
Do it, Gabe.
I'll put
Yeah,
it on my list.
the
to
Gabe
do.
cut.
The game.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, we need to go rank this movie, so please hang out for a minute. We'll be right back. Excuse us.
How low does this scale go?
Oh, you'll
it goes
see.
low.
It's been a while since you've been
goes
on.
real low.
We'll update you in a minute, but we got to wait for the Royal here. And hopefully they'll do it. Thank you. Every week on this show, and you know this, Dave, you know this. Every week we go on our website, benmonster.tv/rankings, and we rank every single movie we've ever watched. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The evil bong.
Evil bong. Bitch.
I think Rec should be higher. I'm just gonna say that right now. Rick.
Where?
Rec.
Oh, 31?
31. That movie's so good.
It is good.
It is a good one.
It's good.
Love it. Part 2 is
Why
great
is
too.
it above Freaked though? Freaked should be higher than Wrecked.
Look, we can't go. Ben,
is
we can't go backwards. We have to go.
We can spend
forwards.
all night on this. Yeah. All right.
This is a whole episode we're gonna do where we're just gonna change some things around. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We
Do
got to
some
rank it.
housekeeping.
Yeah. So we have our main list
Atticus
here.
has a good point. Blood Beach should be higher too.
Blood Beach should be higher. That's gonna be my number one move, is making it higher.
Mm-mm.
So we have our really bad movies in the thousands. We also have our franchises that we're doing once a month. We pick a franchise and we watch a series in that. And we did Friday 13th. We did Nightmare, Halloween, and now we're doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So in a couple weeks we're gonna do part 3.
Dude, part 1 is so good. It's such a
it
good
is.
movie.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Perfect.
is.
It is a perfect
Do you
movie.
like 2, Dave? Do you like?
I do.
Chainsaw
It's very
Massacre 2?
different. It's so different, you know, like it doesn't even feel like the same world, you know. I mean, it is. It has like the characters, but like it's so like it just can't be different, you know. It's like comparing evil.
Definitely.
It's like comparing Army of Darkness to like Evil Dead
Yes.
1 or something, you know.
Mhm.
I like them both a lot. They're just different.
Very different. One's way better and one's not as good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you decide who. So I think.
Oh, you didn't like part 2?
Didn't.
I hadn't. So yeah, I've seen the first one. Obviously, like my whole life, I love it. It's perfect. And then I didn't see any other ones except for the reboots from like the mid 2000s. They made a bunch of them, and I saw those. And then once we started doing the show, I knew we were gonna do the Texas Chainsaw eventually. So I never watched 2. And like Ben loves 2. Our friend Robert, who's on the stream, he loves 2. Everyone loves 2. So
There's some great moments.
It's
in part
very
2, like,
very hyped up, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I liked it like Ben liked Late Night with the Devil. Like I liked it, but for me, it's like it didn't hit the same as the first movie.
Yeah, they're totally so different. Yeah,
I love Crop Tops or Chop Top.
Chop Top. Yeah,
I love Chop Top. I hated Leatherface in this movie. I did not like him. He was so fucking weird. Did not like him. I said it.
That franchise, those movies get really bad really fast. Like, you know, like Nightmare on Elm Street, those movies stay good for a while.
Yeah.
Same with Friday the 13th, but Texas Chainsaw falls off hard.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay. This movie's in the thousands.
Is it in the thousands? It is in the thousands.
Like looking at this, like even children, and I fucking hate Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. I hate this movie. I would rather watch this in a second. At least it's a movie. It's a real movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I ask for a special favor since I'm a third time guest?
sure.
Yeah.
Can we have a new tier of bad? Like these are all in the thousands, and that's fine, and that's far away, but that's also eventually a number that you're going to get to at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make
True.
something?
Yeah.
Can we make an infinite or something just more distant?
10,000.
Something more distant than this, like maybe to the 10th power or something
Oh, pi.
far away that
Yeah.
that we're not going to get to, that our kids won't get to.
We can. Yeah, we'll have to discuss it. Maybe we can make that happen. We can try.
We might have
I
to
like
use some
that
kind of
idea.
weird some new numerical thing. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to invent a number for how low this is. Do we think? Okay, like so for now, we agree it's at least in the thousands, right?
Yes.
Do we? Is it the like? Okay, let's work our way backwards. Ants on a Plane is better. Hanukkah is
Yeah.
better. Evil Bong is better.
Wait, hold on. Hanukkah was horrible.
It was, but it had music.
Oh.
That's true.
So, like,
That's true.
So okay, so like, I do we put? Is it? It can't. Is it
It's-
last? Is it below Love Witch?
It's gotta be last.
It's
I would.
low.
I would.
I've seen
yeah.
Love Witch. Love Witch is boring, but
Mhm.
it's not like it's different. Like this is awful in every category.
Mhm.
Every
We put
category. The
the
Love Witch
Love
had
Wi-
some good shots in it.
Okay, the Love Witch,
Mhm.
like
Filmed well.
I pushed to be last only because it should have been
Would
incredible.
have been excellent.
It should like it
Yeah.
had the recipe, and it just
Yeah.
fumbled it. And I like it's a stunning like looking movie, but that movie fucking sucks. I hate that movie so much. So do we is it below the Love Witch?
I
Oh,
think
it's
it
far
is.
below Love Witch. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not even in the
Nope.
same realm.
All right.
It should go on a different page than all these movies.
All right. So
It's
for now,
just like a horrible movie.
Death Rider
But it looks rank.
looks rank.
There you
All right,
go.
let's
What's
go
that
back.
from?
That was a TikTok.
That's a TikTok.
about the filet of fish. This
Uh.
girl did not like the filet of fish at all.
There we
Yeah,
go.
it's
105.
our first movie.
Congratulations. What episode number is this?
Congratulations.
194. 194. I need to tell Robert so he can update the website. I can't believe it. David, do you feel you were on a monumental episode for our show?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
I can't go out like this. I can't be on the lowest ranking movie episode. I need to come on
No.
again, and we need to do something good. I want to be
Okay.
I want to be something in the top 5.
Okay.
I wanna-
Whoa.
Like I want to bring
Look at
a
our
good
top
one
5.
next time.
You're right. Here's
Those
like,
are all good.
you've seen you have access to our list. I want you to next time you come on, and you can come on literally anytime you want, Dave. I want you to
Yeah.
bring us a banger of a movie that we haven't seen,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and I want a top 5 from you. Okay, I want a top 3.
I can bring a top 5. Yeah,
Okay,
All right.
all right.
that's my homework.
speaking-
I'll get on it.
Yes.
Speaking of movies, we're going to be watching another movie this Wednesday, or to do a show on Saturday. Monster in the Closet.
Oh
Yes.
wow, I've never heard of that.
This is a trauma
I've
movie.
never heard of it either. It's a trauma movie, and I watched a clip of it, and it was awesome. There is a monster in a closet in the clip that I watched, and it's a cool looking monster.
Somebody says, "Oh wow."
Oh wait, I think I might have seen this. Was this on Shudder recently?
I don't think it's
On
on
Joe
Shudder. Oh no, I don't know. I don't think so. This is like a really like I've never even heard of this movie. It's on Trauma's.
No, I haven't seen this.
streaming.
Damn, this looks awesome though.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Jim wants to know what's our number 5.
Currently,
what
number
gave us
5
the
is
beat?
Terrifier 2. Psycho Gorman, Mutant Blast, Behind the Mask, Demons, Terrifier 2.
See, I wasn't that big on Behind the Mask.
Oh, that's Gabe's like favorite.
That's your favorite? Mm. It's like it's okay. It's like it's like a 5.
It's okay. I get it. I have the mask from Behind the Mask, and I have the poster, and I had the whole cast sign it at not Monsterpalooza. What's this Sinister Creature Con last year?
Oh yeah,
They
that in
Sacramento, yeah. They were all there, and I met them all, and they're all very nice.
What poster are you going to get signed at this year's Monsterpalooza?
Well, if I do go, I'm gonna bring my Jason mask and get Tom Savini, because for some fucking reason, I didn't have him sign it when I brought it, and he was there. I don't know. My brain didn't make the connection that he did. He worked on these movies. Like, I don't know why. I just had a brain fart. So I want to bring that. I want to have him sign it.
He's in the booth right behind us too. Like he's like directly behind us
damn
when
it.
we're at the. Yeah.
I could slide it to him underneath.
Gabe's going.
And be like, hey, Tom.
Gabe's going.
I really want to meet Giancarlo Esposito, Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. Gotta meet him. I love him.
Good.
Some Chucky people are gonna be there. Want to meet her. The whole Scream crew is gonna be there. Like, it's so cool. I want to go.
It's fun. Yeah.
We'll see.
Dave, tell us about where people can find your art, all your cool stuff, all that cool, fun stuff.
You can follow me. I'm not at Dave Correia. There you go. That's my website. Oh yeah, Instagram is probably has more of my stuff on there. I'm working right now on new stuff for Comic-Con San Diego, which is in July. You know what I'm doing a lot of this year? There's this convention called the Oddities and Curiosities Expo.
Oh,
It's like this traveling show. They go all over the US. I think right now they're in Ohio or something like that.
yeah, I got tickets for the Sacramento one in October. Are you going to that one?
I'm going to that. Yeah. I'll be there. I have a booth there.
That's awesome.
It's fun. It's really different. It's like there's no like movie pop. There's no fan stuff there as far as like there's no guests. I should say there's no guests, no autographs, but there's lots of cool things. Like you can get like taxidermy and things made of bones and like
cool,
dark
weird
art
shit.
and all kinds of weird things. Yeah, and the vibe there is pretty cool. It's a smaller show, so you can get through it in like half a day. But it's been a fun show. I did my first one in Phoenix in March, and I'm doing 3 in October alone. That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm super excited. I've seen people post like walkthroughs of it in booths and shit, and it looks so fun. So I'm excited to go.
Yeah, lots of cool art there. I think you're gonna really dig it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
So I mostly just stay at my studio and work every day. Have movie nights. I tried to invite Gabe to the Death Rider movie night at my studio, but he said no. And you know why? He said I don't want to spoil it for the chat.
Look, I gotta watch the movie with my peeps. I gotta watch it with them.
You did.
Also, we were doing a show.
Yeah,
can't miss it.
Yeah.
If I miss a show, then Robert's taking over, and he'll kick me out. So I can't miss. Now that Robert's here with us, I gotta always be there. Otherwise, he's gonna kick me out.
You gotta be here.
So
and you would have watched the movie twice, right?
Fuck that. That's the big thing. I'm like, I would have I'm not even gonna host it. You guys can figure it out for yourselves.
You can't watch this thing twice. I gotta figure out what to do with this. I have to sell this or give it to somebody or something. I can't keep this.
I think Mia earlier said, I don't know if it was Mia. Someone said you should paint over it, paint on the cover or something. That'd be kind of cool. Just paint a big piece of poop, I'll take it.
But it's a Bisley painting, and it's already really cool. It is a really cool art piece, but maybe I don't know.
If I go to Monster Palooza, I'll take it off your hands and I'll put it back here somewhere on display.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it in the trash.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for coming on the show. Sorry,
thanks for having me again.
Bad,
oh, it's okay.
You're bringing a new movie.
Yes.
A top 5 movie for us.
Top 5er.
Next time
I'll think of a few good ones and we can go over it. Okay. And I guarantee you mine's going to be in the top 5.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Now,
we got yes.
I just want to say Cody did bring Bloodbeat into my life, and I love Bloodbeat. So unfortunately, Bloodbeat's pretty low because of this guy.
For me? No.
Yeah, you hate Bloodbeat.
Blame the movie.
Nah, that movie's fucking perfect.
Weird.
It's perfect. Bloodbeat forever. I'm not wearing my shirt.
It's Patty Puss's favorite movie. It definitely left an impression on him.
Thanks to Cody. So you have a big shoes to fill. Big Cody shoes.
Yeah, it seems like me and Cody are neck and neck with their show. We're competing for your
he hates
your admiration here.
He's like, you guys are like mortal enemies, at least on his side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We do have a show. Dom's doing a
yes.
show tomorrow. We have a promo for that. There we go. Cyber City VHS is going to be there.
Yep.
Rambo Apocalypse and the Prize Fighter. It's going to be Mugen Wrestling, an all wrestling event.
Hell yeah. Yep.
I'm excited for this. It's
Also,
gonna be crazy. Yes.
also, send me your fucking claps, okay?
Clap for Gabe.
I'm
so
getting.
we can
Look,
have
I got a couple
live
more.
studio audience.
Got a
Yes?
couple more since yesterday. Dave, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get everyone who watches the show to send me an audio of them clapping. And then I'm going to put it all in a folder, and I'm going to have a button. So when we need an applause button, I smash it, and it's going to play everyone's clapping like a studio audience, but it'll be our actual like audience. And I think
Can I clap right now and you can isolate this?
Please, hold on. Okay, ready? Everyone shut up. Okay, go. Got it. Yeah, I knew they were going to do that. Too slow.
Nice.
Too slow, Nappy. I got it. Now we got
That was
Dave in
good.
there. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, my job here is done, so, you know.
Yeah. I know. We'll say Cody didn't send in a clap yet, so.
Oh.
Maybe you're better.
You got him beat, Dave. You got him beat.
Maybe you're better.
Take that, Cody.
Thank you everyone for coming by and watching the show. And thank you, Dave, to our guest.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Vampire Gabe. Don't be a dingus.
Goodbye, Ben.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, Koala's here. Hi, Koala.
Hey, Koala. You're late.
Don't be a dingus.
Go say hi to KJM.
John.